versus Monet doesn't main event. We riot. Well, get your riot gear on now.
I don't know.
It's not happening. Like they said, they said triple main event, with that being one of those matches. So I guess they just didn't want to just say that one of these matches was going to be the main event, which I really do feel like was going to be the Anarchy in the Arena, just like they did last year. And people were complaining this year, so they went with triple main event. So whatever, this is
It-
BS.
It's the Brock Lesnar effect. Like I'm good. I need a main event myself, but I'm not gonna stay to the end. You gotta get me some.
Belly says I didn't care for that at all. Jamar said
Mm.
Mr. All Days Off is going to riot. Ballet said yes, natural hair. Mr. All Days Off says I'm going to riot on the internet. Belly said Mr. All Days Off, put your camera on and riot around the house. Oh, there was a show. King Leo says no promo for Swerve. Pressure one still.
Hmm.
Mr. All Days Off says that's racist. LOL. Ballet says unfortunately not. King Leo. King Leo says I see the meme with the little boy. Takeshita, Will, are you watching? Bella says Io had her promo showing after losing her match on Monday. She was going off in Japanese and it sounded great. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. And little things like that really makes a difference. And they're just not taking it to that extra level with Takeshita. That foolishness that they did with him today, they robbed us from a really great match with him and Matt Sydal. And then just
Oh
have John Moxley come and just smack him with a microphone, like what the fuck? And
no,
all he said
that's
was,
simple.
I'm gonna see you on Sunday. That's
And
it.
they didn't even give Seidel, like, they gave him the dropper's interest. They didn't even bother. Like, that's so just not appreciating the talent. Let Seidel lose every single day. He's so talented. It's fine. But
Yeah.
he can go. Like, his matches are such that lose or win, I would just enjoy watching him. And I feel like I got cheated. I feel like I got cheated.
Yeah. Belly says Moxley the receiver. What the fuck? Belly says I saw 2 episodes of Dirty East Speed. Isn't it Wednesday and Friday? Is it? No. Wednesday and another day. I don't remember. Bella says Beyond Goofy. The Will says WWE Speed is good ballet. I watched it. Do you, Tati and Jamar? No, I've only seen when Ricochet won. Other than that, it's not my type. We complain about them having, well, not just them, but like just squash matches in wrestling. I don't like short matches at all. Don't find it fun. Not my cup of tea.
Mm.
Yeah, and it is on X. King Leo says the Danielson punishment for talking about the company. Mr. Alizon says I don't watch Speed. King Leo said they're doing Bolo dirty. The receiver is comedy. Bella says they are looking for Darby Allen. She is laughing. King Leo says press the button. Mm-hmm. Swerve got in his DJ drum against the grills. King Leo, who? Takeshita. Let's see. Ballet says hit that like button. King Leo says yes. Ballet. Ballet's throwing tomatoes. Is that fishes too? You throwing some fish too? Lord. The budget has gone up this week. Mr. Aldezon said AR Fox is going to return and screw over Swerve. Oh my God. Could you imagine if that actually happened?
That would have been nice.
That
It's
would have been
something. It would have
absolutely
been
horrible.
okay if he was in the card and like you saved Swerve for it. No one would
Oh
have
yeah,
popped for
actually
that
that
but
would have
me.
been 2, and then
I
Prince
would have
Nana
I
could
would
have
have
just come at
enjoyed
the
that.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Prince Nana thing I think was great though.
Just a little bit too much in one episode.
Yeah.
It's like
I,
the beatdown. They did what, the beatdown, like 2 matches in a row.
right. Cause Swerve, he's taking a lot of L's though. A lot of L's. Oh, Belly
Mm.
said that was blueberry. So the tomatoes ran out and the blueberries came into play.
That's my favorite fruit. I'm eating them before they get to the stage.
Really?
Mm. Anything
My
blue,
favorite.
like it's my gimmick. It's like my gimmick. It's
Oh yeah, the
you
blue.
gotta live the gimmick.
My favorite fruit. I never hear anyone else say this, but my favorite is kiwi. No one. I've never heard anyone else say they like kiwi, which is interesting. Oh man, I remember the first time I had kiwi. I was in elementary school. I think I wanted an apple, but they gave me a kiwi, and I was just like, "All right, fuck it." And then I ate it, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And I just fell in love.
The sourness of it, is it the sourness?
Yeah, it's just different. It's
Yeah,
different. I love it. Absolutely love it. But I never hear anyone else say that's one of their favorites.
it's a good fruit.
King Leo said, yeah, he was talking about being booked horribly. First time we seen him look weak like that. Right. So remember, Takesha did that interview a few days ago talking about how he's not necessarily enjoying his time here in America. And then he loses this match. And then John Moxley situation. Uh-uh. Bella said, yes, I buy those bandages all the time. She said the shades are a little off, but I love them. And let's see. King Leah said, I'm ready to delete this game already. Jericho is the first character you play as. Okay, I gotta get the game and check it out
The
before I talk
learning
shit about
tree.
it. And he does this thing that when he's talking, he's just smiling the whole time and he's waving and doing all that stuff, which makes him seem much more annoying. I don't know. Over it.
Guys, he's the learning tree.
Ballet says you don't want to use Mr. Mashed Potatoes in his boots. Ballet says Tony Khan is silly enough to do that. Mr. All Days Off. Ballet says this is the first time that I don't mind picture in picture. No Nick Stain.
That also that
Not
match, man.
fan.
I feel like that
Nick
match
Wayne.
could have been better.
Right, it
Or
could
is
have been better. Swerve and Nick has faced each other a billion times, but this is just one of those situations where it's just first of all, the crowd being dead,
oh
it
the
does
crowd,
put
yeah,
a
yeah.
damper on things too. It's
Oh, it
just
just
like
killed it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We really got to pick it up. I need to hear how this audience is going to sound like at the pay per view. We got to hear
Oh,
it.
that hopefully won't be so bad. Like, but it is Las Vegas, and they've done that multiple times,
Right,
and
they've been there every year,
gosh
so
forbid
we'll
if it's like
see.
a crowd of people who, because I think they did it at a Mohegan Sun, like people who were there gambling would get tickets. You could get free tickets if you were there at the spot, but you don't want people who are there for like gambling or other events and going to a
Hmm.
wrestling show because they're not going to be into it.
Yeah, I agree. Dali says Vlad the Impaler. He loves to leech and suck off our culture. You're not the only person to say that about him. So Tony Khan should book Hook and Nick Wayne. Let the New Jacks go. Ballet is throwing more tomatoes, so we got another shipment of tomatoes. That's good to see. Ballet
Shipment.
says, Ballet says Prince Nana. She's laughing. Mr. All Days Off says, Batlog Brawl, strip Christian to his lingerie.
Okay, interesting.
Oh my God. Belly says his lingerie. King Leo says this game doesn't have MJF in it. I gotta check this out. I gotta check this out. I can't imagine you played that long and see who all is in there. Or maybe as you play more characters. You know what? They shouldn't even have be making any new games while this. Oh, I saw
Mm.
a picture somebody posted a Walmart clearance Fight Forever for $3.
Mm. Understandable.
I like how you said understandable. Like it's probably just worth $3.
I can't
That's
imagine it being
crazy.
$3. So I
Has the
gotta.
game been out for a year?
I don't really know how long it's been out. It's been out for a while.
That's crazy. $3 though.
I
But
guess
what was
22, right?
the starting? I've seen it at GameStop for I think 20 or $25, so like 2 or 3 months ago. And I
Yeah,
was
I
just like,
would
oh, maybe
wonder
they're having
about
a
that.
sale.
I can imagine it being one of those like Photoshop like grifter things where
Oh,
people
I
try
thought
to.
the same thing too, but when I zoomed in on the sticker, you can tell like nobody's going. The sticker has the name, AEW Fight Forever, and it just has the tag, $3, and I was just like, this looks fucking legit. I don't know,
Mm.
something about it. I'm not surprised. $3. I'm not surprised about it though. But I don't know. I don't really care for it really. Let's see. Bella says that was a nice surprise. King Leo says no Willow. Belly says Juicy Robinson is missing from the group. Mm-hmm.
I do wish he'd
I
come out
miss
in pants with
him.
Juicy on a butt one day.
What?
I want to see him. I want to see him in like juicy, like just juicy pants and whatnot.
Mr. Oldazon said Alistair Black is gross. Let's see. David Valentine's in the house says, where is Camille, the brick house at? I know people are saying that she's signed, but I don't know either. And then people are also
In
saying that
AEW?
Julia's signed. Yeah, people are also saying Julia is already signed to the WWE. I mean, we don't really know that, just speculations or whatnot. But
Julia,
we'll find
there's
out
a
soon.
report about her being hurt just recently. I don't know her, but I was just seeing they were commenting on her being hurt at some show.
No, I haven't heard that one. King Leo says this game is slightly better than the last phone game. They stole the WWE 2K idea with the figures. That at least I got Keith Lee and the Butcher. Oh, okay. Well, they're being booked on the game, and obviously it's not in real life. Let's see. Ballet said, "Is the blade in the game too, King Leo?" He says, "Do you like the group, Mister Aldi's off?" And Ballet says, "What a mess! Yuck!" Just said Edge. King Leo says, Brood Edge, Bloodbath. Belly says, Carrie, they're all going to laugh at you. I
Oh,
haven't
that
seen that
movie.
movie in so freaking long. So long.
Stacy something.
Let's see. Belly says, Mike again mentioned Gallagher. And she's
That's very
laughing.
good. Very good word this episode. That was a
Belly says lottery ticket came out in 2010. I gotta see like a trailer or something. Don't really remember this movie.
I was thoroughly in
Um,
college. I probably didn't watch it.
let's see, Mr. All Days Off, where all that blood came from. Sandman's in the house says, what's goody, everybody?
Hello, Sandman.
Bella says they were probably working on that all day long, Mr. All Days Off. Bella says, peace to the Sandman. Sandman says, what it do, though? Mr. All Days Off said, enter night, exit light, Sandman. Ballet says, Sandman, did you see all the guck in the ring? She looks like she's going to puke. Sandman said, I didn't get there yet. I'm watching Wayne versus Swerve. Ballet said, is that Soraya's goofy brother? He didn't make it to the ring. He didn't make it ringside, though, right?
He was down there. He didn't do anything. You just saw
I
him on
don't
the
remember
outside
seeing
for like
him
a brief
ringside.
second.
I thought he just came out like towards the ramp and maybe left because I didn't see him after that. Ballet says, Luther. Sandman said, hey, yo, how many matches Double or Nothing has? I have to count. They
Too
just
many.
added
Too
one
many.
extra match today. I want to say it's 9 or 10. 9 or 10. Mr. Odes also bring your Ric Flair energy drinks to stay up for Double or Nothing. Oh man. Let's
It's
see.
probably healthier just to smoke crack.
I might agree with you on that, Jamar. Bella says Soraya barely shows up to work. I actually like that little storyline that she had with her and her brother being, her heavy and taking care of business for her. And it was very short lived just so that they can whoop what's his name ass on TV. What's Ruby boyfriend name? Shit, I don't remember. They
Cool
just got
hand.
married the other
Cool hand
day.
edge.
Oh yes, Angela Parker. Yeah, all that just so he can get a nice ass whooping on national TV. and that's it. Literally
That
it.
was so interesting too when they kept like, I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm so mean and crazy. I'm just gonna kill you right now. Oh wait, I'm gonna wait a few matches because right now I don't want to fight you. It's like, dude, like your levels are all over the place. Like, come on, man. Either bring the energy or sit back. Like,
Ballet says I would rather drink 10 cups of coffee. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand coffee. Not for me. Not for me. Mr. Holidays off with his coffee cups. Bella says I refuse to touch that toxic drink. Let's see. Mike says I just got swindled by a little kid. Uh-oh. Mr. Holidays off says HLA. Ballet says they still have Serena's flag. Mike said possibly swindled. Ballet says she hit Luther with a chair. And that's what I'm looking at too. I'm like, well, Luther didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that at all. Let's see. Where we at? Ballet Dancer says, who you got, Mike? Sandman says, Luther, LOL. Ballet's laughing. Said iced outs, no stylist. Hey, Serena needs a stylist, you guys. Jamar, you want to help her out?
oh, I can't. I don't. To me,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
almost all her outfits look the same too. I don't know. I don't know.
She's
She's boring.
just a unique, slender white person. I can't. I don't know how. Like, to me, it doesn't mean much because she's just.
Oh, were you watching WWE when CM Punk did this Straight Edge Society when she was in that group?
No, no. I've only seen
L-
pictures when she like shaved her head for it and some of the
Yes,
stories she
yes.
told.
Like her face is similar. Well, her face kind of does look the same, but she just looks super slim now, like very slim. So, like you could tell it's her in a way. Still, I don't know. I don't know. I think she looked a little bit more healthier back then to me. Let's see. Bella says the gang bang gang again.
Gang,
Mike
bang, bang,
says I
bang, bang.
went to the corner store to get a sub, and this little boy, about 6 or 7, wanted to get a yo-yo that was $2.50, but he said he only had $2. I bought the yo-yo for him and told him to pocket the money. Hmm.
Thought you were gonna say yayo. She's been on that yayo.
Okay, he continues. He says, then I walked away to get my iced tea. When I went back to the counter, the guy there said the kid does this almost the same thing every week and that he has the money, but he gets over on people. Oh,
What is he doing? Like a zillion yo-yos, man. That's a
right. He gets all these yo-yos and do what?
going to the crack houses. Yo, boy, yo, I got that yo-yo on me, yo, man. I got that
Oh my
250 at
gosh.
the store. I got it for you, 50 cent, 50 cent. Like,
Right, he's probably selling those yo-yos for like $5 to some kids, and they're buying it.
oh, that'd be
He's an
interesting.
entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Look at it
yeah.
that way, Mike. You know, you're looking out for the future. Um, um, I think it's a
Future
great thing.
hustlers
It's
of
a great thing.
America.
Look at it that way. Ballet says the crew is here. Says that was a nice gesture, Mike. Ballet says I see Jeff and his guitar. Jay Lethal. Why didn't we get Jay Lethal versus Brian Danielson? I would have taken that. Satnam, I'm not
Mm.
gonna lie, he didn't really this whole thing had nothing to do with what Satnam was gonna do. If anything, they were just like, oh wait a minute, he's still employed. Let's put him in something. And obviously, the whole thing was just so that they could jump him, take Brian out, so they can have the young fucks and that whole crew come out, and just so Tony Khan can drop off Darby to his little appointment, and that's all it was.
Not. They rarely do the DQs, and I'm a person who feels like they could do it a little bit more. That's not where I would have used my DQ. That's not where I
Yeah.
would have used my like get out of a match free card.
I would have taken Jay and Brian. They could have did the DQ thing, and I would have been okay with it.
Or
But
even just have them lose, but have them beat them up instead. Because
Satnam of all people, the match could have y'all could have gotten involved a little bit before then. Save us the trouble,
they didn't
honestly.
even give me my cross body. Like that guy can, Satnam can get off his feet, and yet they
What
didn't.
did you see? Brian is like half his height. There's no way he was gonna hit a
Oh
crossbody
no,
on
that would have been amazing to see him do it on
him.
little Brian there. Like you would have believed he was dead. And that one thing that I was booking in my head, and they don't do it for me. Like it hurts. It hurts a little bit. But I feel like
Bro,
the whole episode today was just not focused. Was not really. It just
as usual
missed.
with these
The
go home
whole
show,
episode
they're just
missed.
like throwing shit at you. That's all it is. Mr. Aldezoff said, sign gender to join this goofy stable. Could you imagine? Jinder Mahal? No, 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 no. I wonder where he's gonna go. I do think TNA would be great for him. Um, he probably should try his luck in Japan for a bit, see how that works out before anything else.
If he still does, he even want to wrestle?
I think he does. I think he does.
I
I don't
didn't
know what
see
else he
any
could
of.
do.
I didn't see that interview he did with Van Chris Van Vliet. Chris
Oh,
Van
I only
Vliet.
saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah,
Apparently,
I haven't seen it.
that interview was done before he got released. But he aired it the same day that they announced it. I think something like that. And I was like, oh my god, that's damn. That kind of sucks, because the perspective would definitely be different. I think
Mm.
had it been a interview after he was released.
Oh, definitely curious to see what the next interview will be like.
Mm. All
Remember what
right.
I
Well,
said about that such and such? Well, fuck that noise.
he was definitely hindered for sure. For sure. But if anything, I don't really think they had anything for him anyway. At least his last moment, he had a chance to be in the ring with Seth Rollins. I didn't really care too much for that match either. And he got to share a moment with The Rock before that. So, and then he got somewhat of love from the internet with the whole don't hinder gender moment thing that he had going on. So he went off with a bang, I guess, if that's what you want to call it.
Interesting bang. And let's not forget, he also got to be with the dancing Indian. What was his name? Oh gosh, I had it just in his head. The one that was Shanky. Shanky. Shanky?
Oh, the
Right. The
uh
guy that they had dancing like just dancing at the end.
the whole group got the chop, honestly. So they didn't have
But I
anything for.
remember Shanky. They had him as like just the dancing big goofy guy, and like he was coming out and dancing with the people at the end. I don't know why I know this, but like that's all that I remember with him and his little thing.
But that's the
Shanky,
thing,
right?
though. That's why, like Takesha was saying about Asian representation or whatever. Like they really don't know what to do with these people. Like they I don't know. They look at people who are,
Oh, that was a very Vince thing
I
too.
don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Oh, Vince, like,
Mhm.
oh, look, he's so big, and what should we do? Well, let him dance and be a goof, and like maybe people will laugh. Vince,
Oh gosh,
for being a genius, wasn't quite always a genius.
no, definitely not. Belly says Brian is wrestling a Sokoa tree. Belly says, imagine gender joining them. It's a ragtag crew, Mr. Aldezoff. Mr. Aldezoff says Brian should realistically lose this. Really? Really? Richard is in the house who says, Tati 5-star match. Enjoy this, Jamar. Mr. Aldezoff says, what did the doctor say about the tall person who was rushing? Please be patient. This is funny. Oh Lord. Belly says we need gender in the group. It says, what the hell is going on? It did get messy at the end, but like I said, this was all for the Young Bucks. You saw the Young Bucks page, Sanjay whatever was in that envelope. So, they got the job done, I guess. Travis is in the house. He said, "What the hell? Time for trivia. You ready, Jamar and Tati? Oh, not tonight.
Oh, they
Not."
tried to. I guess they tried to do the same thing with the Righteous on Sunday, but that was
Oh
another match
yeah, but
which
but apparently they were successful in
that
taking
match
out FTR. So they
that
did
match went so
mention,
long though.
yeah, they mentioned that because of what happened, FTR couldn't be here this week, and obviously Darby comes out. Whatever.
It's interesting
Um,
though because I really think that the faces lose at the pay per view. So it's interesting that they're really like kind of like beating them down. Like if there's anyone
we'll
where it
see.
does.
I don't know. I don't know about my predictions yet with some of these. Ballet says Sanjay is wearing his Barbie inspired suit. Mr. All Days Off says EVP. Ballet is crying and laughing. Says Ballet. Ballet says Jackson Perry with the faux thug. Darby, do you have a license for that? Darby Flock of Flame. I'm done.
Ha!
I'm
Ha
done.
ha!
That thing was bigger than Darby. It really was. Let's see. Mr. Oldezo says, LOL, the Brock Lesnar effect. Travis says, LOL, Tati. Bella says, those aren't blueberries. Mr. Oldezo says, kiwi makes people shit. What? I never had that problem. I never had that problem.
Like
Um,
immediately, like I've never eaten a kiwi and
well, how
immediately
much?
had
Well,
shit
how
come
much
out of
you
my
eating in
ass.
one sitting though?
Yeah, exactly. I
You're
guess
so small.
if you're eating like a full human's worth, yeah, you're gonna poop pretty quickly. I
Oh
guess.
man. Yeah, but I mean, aside from that, though, I do love watermelon and
Oh,
grapes. Oh yeah, Jamar doesn't like watermelon.
oh, excuse me a second.
It's
Excuse
so
me.
good, so
Oh,
so good.
turning the mic off, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be ill.
I grossed him out with the watermelon thing. That's just like King Leo. King
Oh,
Leo doesn't like lettuce. Oh man. Speaking of King Leo, where you at? King Leo probably fell asleep. Sorry, Jamar. Ballet says Darby Flacco. Where deep at? Let's see. Travis says Jamar, jump up when the flamethrower comes out tonight on AEW. Made it hilarious. We have Alfonso in the house is weaving. Ballet says Juicy got them cray. Z. Mm, said he should come out with the ring with the Oaktown 357. What? Mr. All Days On says smoke crack. LOL. Man, that's probably better than drinking Ric Flair's energy drink. Alfonso says big fan. Thank you, thank you. Mr. All Days Off. What is that? Berries and a what? A bottle? He's storing berries too, I guess. Mike says it's disheartening, but to me, it seems like AEW storylines and booking is like a WWE around the late 2000s. There's so many talented wrestlers, but they're either not being used or being used incorrectly. Mr. Aldazov says, good point. I do agree on that. Let's see. So speaking of Chris Van Vliet, I just realized he hasn't interviewed AEW wrestlers in a long time. Did something happen? I don't listen. I have. That's interesting. I would have to look and see because I haven't really realized that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch all his shit. To be honest, I feel like he does too much out. Like he puts too much out too quickly, if that makes sense. I don't know, like a little bit too much going on. I wouldn't mind waiting to see an interview every week. Twice a week, I guess, is okay. I don't know. I don't know, but I haven't realized that about the AEW wrestlers. I'm gonna look on his channel and see what he's been posting.
Yeah, I haven't. I think the last thing I've seen with him was Edge. That wasn't too long ago,
Yeah, that wasn't
but
that long ago.
yeah. And then, but I don't think I listened to it. And then, yeah, I don't know. He's just very like bland. He's like mashed potato without seasoning, just like something I don't want to eat.
Oh Lord have
Just
mercy.
bland, bland,
But that's
bland,
what I
bland.
think it is too. Like he has a lot of shit out, and it's just like maybe that's what it is. Where it's so much content that you get to the point where it's just like I'd rather hear someone else doing interviews, something like that.
And it may be, I don't know. It's just the nature of the game. But like he seems like he's a pretty authentic person, but by the nature of having to get it out and like the very beginning of every one, he does the amble where he asks you to like sign up, and he tells you about what the interview is going to be. Like it's the same thing every time, and it feels inauthentic because it's such a bit at this point, because he just does it every single time, even if it's not. It just feels like it because it's just so, I guess, so mass produced. Like he's got so much of it out there that you keep hearing that same thing, and to me, it just feels like, yeah, inauthentic.
Yeah, I get it. I get
Although
it.
I'm sure he's not. Like he seems to have a lot of very nice. The one interview I really enjoyed was not with a wrestler; it was a fan of a wrestler. The guy who used to do the Stone Cold impression on In Living Color. Like he could do Stone Cold, and I think he also did Bret Hart. He was
Um,
actually in He actually fought in well, WWF at the time, and WCW. I'm pretty sure about WCW.
I'm trying to remember somebody. I remember somebody who was doing those impressions, but also somebody. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up.
Sasso, Will Sasso. Will Sasso?
Oh,
Is that it,
okay.
everybody? Will Sasso? I think that's the name.
I think you're right. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's
Mr. All
Mr.
Days
Will
Off.
Sasso.
Yeah.
A
Right.
comedian that I enjoy, and if you listen, he does really great impressions. Like his recently, I think it was Sandow who does the body Ventura. Like they do impressions of him, and I think it was Adam Sandow who they like did doing a bit of it, and they did it for Will Sasso, who also does it.
I like Sandow. It's funny. Mike says Veer Mahan Jamar. That's who you're talking about.
I don't remember. I don't think so though. I don't really speak. Oh, no, no, no. I think it was. I don't remember
Belly said
Veer ever
Shanky.
dancing. Yeah. Oh, Shanky. Did I say Shanky? I was
Yeah.
close to Shanky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was just some like Indian guy that they had dancing, like, and like he would
Oh.
dance with the that female
Mr. All
ring
Days Off.
announcer.
He said they had 7'1" Shanky dancing like a buffoon.
Yeah.
Mike says, "Oh, by the way, Satnam's nickname is 1 in a billion." Let's see. Shanky was trying to work his magic on Samantha.
I was always so weird, awkward, man. Awkward is the word.
Israeli's office laughing. Travis says, "Please, Tati, we're gonna have to try that tomorrow." For trivia. Um, let's see. Mr. Aldi's also who all streaming for the pay per views this weekend. So I'm doing the pay per views. DJ cannot. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one. Because remember, we got the PLE. I think it's late morning, early afternoon. Can't remember the exact time. And then Collision is later on that night, and then the pay per view Double or Nothing is on Sunday. So it's quite a bit, quite a bit. Let's see.
I won't be covering the WWE stuff, but I'll be around this weekend too.
Yeah, Jamar will be here too. Mike says, "Y'all ever heard of Santa Claus melon? What's that?" Mr. Raleigh says, was that? And he says, it's a yo-yo and a syringe thing. Syringe.
Yo-yo
Lord.
and a syringe. Like the female rapper Yo-Yo?
Talk about the little boy that took his money.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot that story, yeah.
Oh, Teddy Long was on there too. I didn't even see that one. Maybe that was what his last episode was Teddy Long.
I
He
haven't
may
watched
even
it
sent me
either.
a link to Liv Morgan being on Funny Marco. I don't know if you know Funny Marco.
Don't know.
He's an interesting character on the internet. But I only saw a couple of minutes of it because that was before my live stream the other day. Let's see. Mike says the texture of Santa Claus melon reminds me of honeydew. In my opinion, it tastes like the best parts of a cantaloupe and honeydew and something else, but I don't even like cantaloupe. I like cantaloupe.
What about durian? The like really stinky fruit
Oh,
from
I've heard about
Thailand.
it, but I've never had it.
Mm.
You've had it?
I still have not. There were a few things that while I was living in that part of the world, which I just said no to. Stinky tofu, durian. Those are my top two.
Interesting.
And yet I had like testicle. Like in China I had donkey, and then they had
Testicle.
there was some dish in like this was a normal dish in Beijing. So that yes, but durian no.
Wait, testicle from a what?
I think a bull. I want to say bull.
I will be asking questions first.
I hope it wasn't from like
A
uh
person? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. In China you really don't know.
Right. You don't know what you
You don't know.
eating.
You don't know.
Let's see. Mr. Alde's says I gotta try that. Bella says Oaktown 357 was a female group
Oh man, I remember.
down with MC Hammer. They had a song called Juicy Got Gotcha Crazy in 1989, 1990. Uh, BAG, B saying back up. Okay, I'm gonna take a listen to that.
That was back in the day where everybody did that gigantic jump into the MC Hammer, like back and forth little dance thing.
Let's see. Mr. Ollie says Will Sasso from from Mad TV. Oh, Mad TV I always thought was funnier
Oh, sorry,
than.
Mad TV.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah.
thought it was a better show.
Yeah, I apologize. I probably said In Living Color, but it was Mad TV.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mad TV was cool because they had wrestling people on it. Like, yeah. Yeah, and that was around the time like you even saw like the Hardy Boys on TV. I forget what show they were on. And like King Kong Bundy on when he was one of the Bundys on Married with Children. Bret Hart was on Fox
I
Television
gotta look
around
for
that
some
time.
tips. Let's see. Last night, this is random, but last night I was watching the Cleveland show. Do you watch that?
I know of it, never really watched it. Like Cleveland as
The
a
people
character,
who
but
it's a spin-off from Family Guy.
mm,
So one of the characters well, two of the characters is a family of bears, and this is so stupid, but the family of bears was a chaperone for a field trip for the school for kids at the school, middle school, I think. And while they were there, they ended up having sex, and since they're bears, they fucking scream like bears. So now all the kids that's on the field trip was scared as hell because they hear bears like screaming when really they don't realize that it's the fucking chaperones next door in the cabin having sex. I don't know what it was, but I was dying laughing. I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
is
But
that where that beer or man meme came from? Like what would you rather meet in the woods, a beer or a man?
well, oh no, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not
Because
sure.
if it's bears having sex in the woods, that might be a little bit different. I might change my answer.
I mean, who wants to hear bears, making noise in the woods anyway? So yeah, I would be scared. I
My
would
my poor friend, he used to get traumatized because his mom and dad had sex, and they were apparently very loud, and the bedroom
Oh,
like had like a bed that was very squeaky. Poor guy. Oh, poor guy. He would tell me about this. It'd be like, like having to hear them yelling like I poppy," and like,
what?
oh, him
He knew what
shaking.
was going on.
He had to hear it. He had to hear it. It was like we were, I guess, in intermediate school, so at 13, 14 years old, and he was
Mhm.
like telling me about his parents having sex, and like it's like not good, man. It's not good. Poor guy. He used to hide out at my house. He used to
Just to
sit
avoid it.
on, huh? To
Just to
avoid it.
avoid
He used to
it.
sit on top of the roof of his apartment building, which was crazy to
Mhm.
me. Like I could never imagine that as a person that didn't want to die. But like he's like, yeah, no, I'd rather do this than be in my home. I'm like, oh, poor
No,
guy,
poor guy.
poor guy.
Let's see. Ballet says Bret Hart. It says those clips are very funny, Mr. All Days Off. It says remember Jason Sensation. That's who I was thinking about. He's the one who does the JR impressions too, right? Look him up, Jamar, when you get a chance. His impressions are really, really
Jason
good.
Sensation.
Hmm. You might know of him, but God, I haven't seen anything from this guy for I couldn't even tell you how long. It says doing Owen Hart impressions in the Attitude Era. He be on Renee Dupree podcast nowadays. Oh, really? Okay. Hmm. Bella says Bret Hart has segments with Will Sasso on Mad TV. I'm gonna look.
Hilarious. Hilarious. If you didn't see it, I'm gonna send you one. The one where like Bret Hart goes fucking crazy, like mental, and just starts destroying everything. Hilarious.
Israel is also 12 or 1 Eastern Saturday, King and Queen of the Ring. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm in Central, so I don't know. That's probably either 12 or 11. Mr. Aldezal says Tati has to go get on those adult films on her new VPN. No trivia. Here's a wink and a lotion bottle. Haven't tried it out yet. I did get it. Thanks, Jamar, helping me get the VPN thing. Really need to see what that do for the pay per view this weekend, so I can save some money.
Mm.
And let's see. Mike
Oh,
says
good
is
question.
Dorin the same as jackfruit?
I don't know. I don't know. Good question.
Oh, is jackfruit the thing that they use to make like I guess vegan meat? Like they use that to use it as a meat substitute? I think I've seen that before. Maybe I got the wrong fruit. Mike says you ate bull testicles. What in the fear factor is going on, Jamar? He's It says Joe Rogan. Oh my gosh, Fear Factor. Haven't seen that in forever.
Which apparently Matt Hardy won. If anybody remembers that WWE Superstars
Oh,
Fear
I do
Factor.
remember that. Does it surprise me that Matt Hardy would win something like that? No.
Oh, beating his brother, who's like, I don't know. I imagine Jeff Hardy being like, okay, man, like,
You know who would win for sure? Darby Allen. Darby, this
oh
motherfucker
my
would do
gosh.
anything. Any fucking thing. He
Oh,
would definitely
oh,
win.
you can I just say one of the most disgusting things, and I thought it was just oh, but when they had not the Sandman, who's the guy from ECW, the big rah guy from who's in TNA right now?
From where?
Not Sandman. ECW, the old ECW days. But this was on WWE, I think still WWF, when they had this guy come out and like he would do it was basically like you know how like people would do anything for a bet. You know, you go to a restaurant and they put all the condiments in one cup and they're like, ha ha ha, drink this. And there's always one guy who's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like you don't even have to bet him anything, and it's just like, I
Mhm.
dare you. It's like, okay, I'll do it. But like they would do that. And I remember one time the Undertaker took his chewing tobacco, spit it in a cup, and that wrestler drank it.
Oh,
Tommy Dreamer. Thank you, Mr. All Days Off.
oh,
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer. Like, oh, it was the worst gimmick, the worst kind of like. It was basically that. It was like a one person fear factor in the WWE. It was just the
one
worst.
person fear factor.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
anybody
Uh,
tells me like Vince is a genius, I'm like, yeah, okay, all
like
right,
if you
buddy,
really watch back a lot of that shit, you're just like, wait, what the fuck?
all
What
right,
the
buddy.
fuck?
He had the benefit of like having good people around him and the being able to throw stuff at the wall and see what stick. Cause like,
Yep,
man, like I
absolutely.
look like uh
And money talks.
Christian Bag. I can't even say his name. The Oh, it doesn't even matter. But that booger guy, I still remember the character. Like he was Norman the Lunatic, I think, and he was Bushchin Bag. I can't even say it.
Let's see, where are we? King Leo says he's back. Let's see. Mike says not the VPN, Mr. Aldezov. Says the
That's
bear's
what it is.
son was a weed head. LOL. Oh, it's okay. So you watch Cleveland show. Um, I need to catch up on American Dad. I love American Dad. Sometimes I think it's funny. I don't know what it is. Family Guy, it's just gotten less and less funny. But I did finish the last season. I don't know if they've been canceled. I don't know if that's true, but um, yeah, they're not as funny as they used to. But I love American Dad. Roger the alien is I have no words to describe that. It's a fucking experience to see what he's up to every fucking time. Absolutely insane.
He is like a what? There was a character in the 1980s, not Charles Nelson Riley, who also you can see in the Alien, but there was this one guy who would play a kind of gay-ish character in situation comedies during the 80s and 90s, and he reminds me, or back and forth, of the Alien. What's that
Mm.
guy's name?
Let's see.
What's that
Mr.
guy's name?
Aldershaw said, yeah, that bear or a man viral question is wild. LOL. The ladies chase bear. Oh, the lady choose bear.
I would too, honestly. I thought about that at first, and you think about what humans can do, and fuck men, man.
Yeah.
I
King
was
Leo,
watching.
hero
Oh,
of Imperial.
so sorry, not to get into movies. We won't do this, but if anybody has watched the new Planet of the Apes movies,
Hmm.
whenever I watched the whole. I watched the last three movies again.
I
Just
want
to,
to.
it
I want
was
to.
it's a good watch, and I have to say the effects stand up to this day. Like it's amazing what
Mm.
we do with CGI and all these different things. But one thing I got from that whole series is like, fuck human beings. God damn, are we horrible? Like humans are shit. We're shit.
Well, I guess that's true. I don't know. Mr. Holidays also remember Kane winning Weakest Link back in the day on NBC. I don't remember him actually winning, but I do remember that happening. I
I
bet you it's
remember
on
that
you.
show.
I
That
never
was
cared
a
for it, to be honest with you. I didn't care for the host.
no,
I didn't
the English nanny woman. Yeah.
English nanny woman. What? Tommy Dreamer
Oh.
drinking the what barber side? He said that was Tommy Dreamer's corny gimmick for a while.
Mm,
Bastion Booger,
mm.
WWF 1995. It says, anyone watched the series finale to Young Sheldon? Yeah, no one, like I thought. I actually liked that show. I haven't seen all the episodes, but before I started doing the live streams, after Dynamite would come on, Young Sheldon would come on, and I just be getting caught up. I'm not gonna lie, I just be getting caught up and just be like, this show is not that bad. Usually I would keep it on just for the noise in the background, and I actually like it. It's cool.
Do you
Yeah,
watch The Young Doctor?
young doctor.
Yeah, it's like this
No, I don't.
autistic doctor.
Oh, I've heard of that, but I've never watched it. No, no, never watched it. I mean, I've seen clips of it or whatever. Those type of shows are not my thing. Not my thing.
Well, did you watch House back in the day?
No,
Ah, okay.
no. I've never really been like a TV person. Like it's really rare for me to find something that I like.
Yeah, that one was cool because it wasn't was it Tay Diggs? The audiences have to help me with this one. Was it
Oh,
Tay
don't help
Diggs on that show?
yourself.
The young black
um,
man who was also in oh, that's which I recommend again that you all watch if you get a chance to. I think Brothers, the story about like the Yakuza guy coming to some place in America and he has
oh,
like
I
two
had
black
looked it
people.
up when you had
Oh,
mentioned it.
Omar Epps.
I couldn't. I don't remember where to find it.
I'm gonna find that one again because I really recommend that one to everybody. And yes, Omar Epps, right?
Mike says Roger is the wildest character on TV. I agree. I absolutely agree. Let's see. Mike says, never. I never watched the show, Mr. All Days Off. Kalia says, not Bastion Booger. Bella says, no, I didn't see it, Mr. All Days Off. He said, I recently watched Fatal Attraction and wondered why dude from Simping Glenn Close, old strong face looking ass. What? Let me read that again.
Maybe just Glenn Close was a thing. Was it Glenn Close? Was she the one in Fatal Attraction? Oh yeah. Then why am I thinking? Who's the one that did the Lake Cross? Wasn't it also Fatal Attraction? Because I remember it being somebody else in that.
Oh, I know who you talk. Sharon Stone.
Yeah, yeah. The big scene where she wasn't wearing any panties, and uh, I remember that being a thing, but I don't remember it being because she didn't wear panties. I don't know if I watched that in the theater. I gotta imagine I was too young,
Wait,
so I
you
can't.
mixed up Tay Diggs with. Oh, wait, Omar Epps.
Oh, wait.
What?
No, I just couldn't remember his name. I thought you were saying, did I mix up Tate Diggs with Glenn Close?
Oh no. Oh Lord. Ballet said I barely watched it, but the older brother is funny. Oh, Basic Instinct is Sharon Stone.
Mm.
Ross. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Y'all better than me. Y'all better than me. So didn't Brian from Family Guy say Glenn Close was a handsome woman? They talk shit about everybody on there. Nobody's safe on Family Guy. Also on American Dad too. I don't know. I prefer American Dad. I don't know if y'all watch Bob's Burgers, but I like that too.
Bob's
It's
Burgers
a
is
little
fun.
raunchy, but like on the more safe side. Like if my daughter was in a room and I was watching it, I probably wouldn't flinch.
Oh, the guy who plays that used to play Coach McGurk in Home Movies. Did you ever watch that? It was a cartoon, like the very
Um,
early Squigglyverse cartoons.
oh, that sounds
That
so
it was
familiar.
also the psychiatrist one, Dr. Katz. Dr. Katz? Why do I want to say that again like that? Dr. Katz? Although that doesn't help my memory.
You're not sure?
But yeah, like Coach McGurk was just hilarious. Hilarious. It's Bob from Bob's Burgers. But that the voice character, that was one of his earlier roles. And like he was just like miserable, just kind of like the shitty kind of knockabout guy who liked the main character's mom but could never have any play. It was just so good. Coach McGurk.
Mhm. Interesting.
I'm
I see.
glad that he's still around. He has an amazing voice and character.
Bella says 1987 Basic Instinct. Uh, Mike says Sharon Stone movie was Basic Instinct. Glenn Close is when she boiled a bunny. Fatal Attraction.
Mm.
Mike says Bob's Burgers is hilarious. I hated The movie. Oh God.
I didn't know
You
they
didn't
had a
see
movie.
it. Maybe it was like 2 years ago or three or something like that. It's a fucking musical.
Okay, like
Oh my
like
God, I cannot. I can't. So musicals is a hit and miss for me.
it.
Um,
Mm,
hit and miss for me. I didn't expect that. I didn't know that about the movie at all. Honestly, you every okay, so I'll put it this way. Animated movies, at least they got one little singy moment or whatever, and you're just like, oh, all right, well, they just throwing it in, just throw it in. But this was a musical, and I was just like, I don't want to see these motherfuckers sing. Like, I kind of wanted like how the show is. I don't want to hear anybody sing. I don't want to hear people. No, this it ruined it for me. Ruined it for me.
apparently, musicals haven't been doing very well, and they've been hidden. Like I went and I saw the Wonka movie, and that was a musical. I was shocked to find
Was
out it was a
it? I had
musical.
no idea. I didn't know
Yeah, when
that.
I went in, I had no idea it was going to be a musical. I was shocked to find out, and then
You liked
I
it?
found Wonka was okay. It was okay. It was inoffensive. I wouldn't say it was anything that like I would rush out to see, but it was okay. And then
Hmm.
which I didn't get to see. Did anybody see Color Purple? Like
Oh,
they held that quiet for a little bit. That was also based on the musical.
people was not feeling it at all.
The musical thing has been like movies recently. I think West Side Story, starting from West Side Story, like
Oh, I
they if
like that.
it didn't
I
do
like
very
that.
well. Yeah, it didn't do very
Um,
well. So they've been
wait,
trying to like hide
you,
it for these new movies coming out.
you talking about the original?
No. The more recent one.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a recent one.
Like
Uh,
I want to say 2020 maybe.
no clue. I mean, the whole Color Purple thing didn't do well. Obviously, so what people were expecting is for it to
Oh,
be
2021.
like the original movie. People were expecting it to be more like that. So people, and another thing that threw people off was, the homosexuality going on, and I don't think people realized that that was always a thing in the story. And they were going based off the book, and people just, I don't know. When you already have like a movie adaptation that you know picks and choose what they want to take from the book, and then here we are years later and they're making another adaptation, but this time they're more true to the book. Then people was just like, oh, I left the movie theaters because of the lesbian shit going on, and I'm just like, well, I don't know, read the book and see how close that they're trying to, keep to that actual story. So it didn't do well. And then we had Taraji
I
P.
want to say
Henson that went and did her little tour of women don't get paid enough. And that also kind of fucked up the whole thing for the movie too. So I don't know. It didn't do as well, I think, as people thought it would. Let's see. Keelan said Archer is the one. I've never seen that.
I enjoy Archer. Same voice character.
Mr. Aldi's said, "Is South Park still a thing? Haven't watched it in decades." I heard wasn't there a movie coming out?
They
I
have some kind of deal where it includes them doing like specials, which are movies. They're still around. They're still making good money. I don't pay attention to them, but they apparently still have some shows that are relevant and still hit pretty hard.
mm,
I gotta imagine if they're around, they probably did something with like the Drake Kendall. What's with my voice today? But you guys know the like little rap feud that we had. Little rap feud, the feud that we just had. And of course, maybe they'll come back and do something with P Diddy with what was it, Gay Fish?
gay fish.
Yeah. It was like one of the last time I remember that show being relevant.
That's the name of the show.
No. It was like P Diddy on South Park, and like what was it? Like he had a thing for gay fish, or he was singing about gay fish or something. Like it
Mhm.
became. Oh man, I bet if I just type in South Park gay fish, Diddy.
Mr. Holidays off said it was about Kanye.
Mm. Kanye West, excuse me.
You're
Oh, that
wrong.
was right. It was Kanye. It was Kanye. So that, but I gotta imagine if they have anything, or if they're still, well, they are still around. I gotta imagine like Pete Diddy is just ripe for them to make fun of.
Let's see. Bella says Fatal Attraction came out in 1987. Mike says I didn't know Bob's Burger movie was a musical. That new Joker movie is going to be bomb because that's a musical. That isn't. Mr. Olizon said, "Isn't Joker 2 a musical coming soon?" I don't know.
It is. It's supposed to be like Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn in it. I don't know if it's a one-to-one translation. Actually, I don't know who she's playing, but she's in it.
Well, that'll do something with all her fans going to go see that movie. I don't think I've actually seen her do any acting. I know she's done other stuff. I've seen some scenes from the Gucci movie, and I was just like,
I wanted to see that.
I don't know. I wasn't really convinced. I can't say it was bad because I didn't see it, but I just wasn't convinced.
I wanted to see that one. Did you see her in Star is Born?
No, I didn't see her. I haven't seen her in anything. Let's see. Mike says Color Purple is based on the Broadway play. Ballet says definitely not. I don't care for Color Purple. Mike says, and the book too. I meant to mention that.
I really want to see it.
The movie that came out, was it last year?
I tried to get to it in the theaters. I don't know. Like I just slacked on it, but I wanted to see it.
For me, the musical thing might put me off because I'm not a fan of musicals. I really don't care I just don't care. Like if I'm going to see a Broadway play or something, then I'm just like, all right, I know what I'm here for. I'm gonna get a musical. But when I go see a movie, not my thing.
So what was it? La La Land?
La La Land. I've heard of that before. Who's in that?
I feel like that's the guy who was in Fall Guy and Barbie, Jake Gyllenhaal. I feel like that was Jake Gyllenhaal. As somebody else would have to tell you, I didn't see it. I know a lot of people. I know it was really popular, and I remember someone I think I was dating at the time wanted to see it, but I think that was a musical. La La Land, right?
Mr. Holly's says Drake Kendrick.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, Ryan. Okay. Oh, yeah, he was in that Barbie movie. I didn't even bother with that. Was that a musical?
Barbie? No, Barbie wasn't a musical.
Nothing
it had songs in it.
To me.
I enjoyed Barbie. I thought it was pretty good. I took my grandmother. I took other people to see it because I enjoyed it the first time around. I was shocked because I didn't think I would.
Interesting. Ellie says no one asked for that movie. I know I didn't. Let's see. Mike says you can tell that people don't read Alice Walker's work or pay attention to her if they are mad about the lesbian relationship in the Color Purple movie. That wouldn't bother me. Stuff like that, doesn't bother me to see those things. But once I hear people singing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even if somebody has a really great singing voice, I'm not with it. Like I'm that type of person who watch American Idol for the bad auditions. I don't want to hear anybody sounding good. I don't.
What about Little Shop of Horrors? Do you like that one?
I haven't seen that in so long. Man, that was a long time ago.
The last musical I probably was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I can't.
Last one for me, Phantom of the Opera. I've seen the movie in New York City and Broadway. Oh my god, so good.
I had the LP, and it had the No More Talk of Darkness, and I love that song. And I used to not be able to find it on other like playbills for that for some
Mm.
reason, but that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Mm.
I don't know if that's
And
the name of it either.
Cheryl
Just
Days
play.
said gay fish was about. Wait, so this was on. Where's the gay fish thing on? What show?
Oh, that was South Park. That was Kanye. Oh, and I posted a link. Apparently, they did have a Diddy. Is a Diddy did it. So if anybody wants
Did
a
he did
quick
it? Oh,
clip,
yeah.
apparently of South Park predicting the future, or I guess speaking on him in the past.
I saw somebody the other day had was saying they was talking about the whole Diddy thing. They was like the only thing for Diddy to do is either go to jail or just die. And I was just like, oh, ouch.
Really, that's very one or the other. But okay,
Right.
wow.
Like, I don't know. He probably would rather go to jail and just live out the rest of his days, I guess. Michelle
Although
did
he's
talk.
a rich person, like if
Oh,
anybody
okay. I
really
didn't
believes
see
something's going
people
to
talk
happen to
about
him,
this. He says, "Oh wait, I forgot. I watched the one series on Netflix called Baby Reindeer. What
what
is
did
that
you
about?
think?
I didn't know
Oh,
what this is. To be honest, I heard it was a true story, but I have no clue
it's
what's
supposed
even
to
going on.
be
And that the
like,
guy who was involved plays himself.
mm. And there was a recent interview with a woman who they suspect is the person in it. She was on that British guy. I don't like him. The guy who used to be on either the dancing show. No, that's somebody else. But that British like news reporter guy. She did a sit down interview, and people are like, "Oh, that's totally her." I don't know about it, but I have friends talking to me about it, about watching it, but they don't want to because they
Did they
feel
say
like
good
it's going to
things?
be. They're afraid of watching it because it's supposedly very heavy.
Oh, interesting.
Mr. Piers
Um,
Morgan, yeah, that fellow.
oh my god, I haven't seen anything from him for the longest. I don't really watch him. I don't.
Mr. Alldays, did you like it? That's what did you think of the story, the show?
I haven't watched anything. I haven't really watched like Netflix like original stuff in a really long time. I can't really think of the last thing I've seen,
Red
honestly.
Notice,
What's that? No, I don't know.
Gray Man.
Are you making it
Uh
up?
the Zack Snyder. Did you watch the Zack Snyder?
Justice
Like
League?
no. This is something that they gave him a shit ton. I think it's Zack Snyder gave him a shit ton of money and just told him like make something, and he has this like kind of like it's like every sci-fi show you've ever seen but done 10 times worse. I watched the first.
What? Is a show?
Is a movie. It's two-part movie. It's got a part one, part two, and
Netflix?
like yeah, from my what I remember is Netflix. I don't think it's Prime. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix, and it's just not good. Like I watched the first one, and
Mhm.
it's like it's you can tell it's a movie set up for the next movie, but then the reviews of the second movie were so bad, I'm not even gonna watch it.
I gotta look it up. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
And the movie, the first part, I think is 2 hours, but he's like, don't worry about this first one. This is not the actual good version. I have a
Mhm.
director's cut that's like 3 hours, which is much better. Which is like, well, just show me the 3 hour director's cut if it's much better. Don't make me watch the 2 hour one and then watch something else. Oh,
Okay, I wanted to mention about this clip. I had to watch it yesterday so I could remember to tell y'all. Um, I'm just looking on my tablet real quick. It's okay. It's the scene that I was telling you about when the shark jumped from the water and ate the airplane. It's from Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. It's
I
the
love the title
wildest
already.
thing ever. And then once you see that one clip, you're gonna get sucked into a whole fucking rabbit hole of prehistoric animals and shit going against other animals. It's like a whole bunch of movies that just didn't make sense, but they happened for whatever reason. Um, since I had to see this really wild movie, I'm gonna
Oh,
mention.
it has Debbie Gibson in it. That's one of my teenage crushes.
Oh
I
yeah,
like I like Tiffany a little bit more, honestly, but Debbie
are
Gibson.
you looking at the clip when they in the plane?
No, I just skipped to the Wikipedia, and
You got to see it. You have to see it. Once you search that, you're gonna. That's probably gonna be one of the first options of. You're gonna see the plane or whatever, and then the shark goes and eat the plane. It's just so stupid.
well, I
Really
went just
stupid,
for
but it's
Debbie
funny.
Gibson. Not so much Lorenzo Lamas, but I appreciate that he's in it.
Really, really weird. So the other day, who was it? King Leo, I think. Or somebody asked, is there any movie that you like that other people find horrible or something like that, whatever. So I forgot
Mm.
to mention one. Mostly I probably won't even give it a try, but I was watching I was watching something on YouTube about horrible remakes of the movie ET, right? And one of them came up that in the country of Turkey they had two versions
Oh,
of the ET movie. One of them was supposed to be this action flick or whatever, and it was super popular over there. And then another one turned out to be they use so maybe I guess they use like a person that's really really short, maybe even a toddler to get in this costume, right? It's an ET costume with like the biggest head ever, and he has the fattest ass you'll ever see. And he comes to Earth and he finds this man, and the man brings him to his home, and he's just looking out for him or whatever, because he doesn't want people to snatch him up because he's an alien. Everybody's gonna want to know what the hell is that. Now,
I'm
while
waiting
he's
for
over there,
yeah, I'm waiting for when
listen,
the fat ass is coming into play with us.
listen,
Oh my god.
okay, so he's living at the guy's house, and now some of the guy's friends are coming to the house. One of the guy's friends who come over is actually this gay guy, this feminine guy, and
Mm.
he doesn't teach him how to be gay or anything, but I guess the alien realized this is a thing. And when you look at the aliens, they're pretty much genderless or whatever. So now the alien has figured out that he's fallen in love with the guy who rescued him. So he went to go to see the man in his room. The man is in the room with another lady, and they're making out. And he wants to be pretty like the lady. The alien wants to be pretty like the lady. So he goes to the bathroom, take the lady's lipstick and rubs it all over his fucking face. And then he goes back to the room, hoping the man would notice him, but he doesn't fucking notice him. So now he's sitting there crying with lipstick all over his fucking face, and he runs away because the man don't love him back. I don't know.
We're having a
Um,
movie.
it's good. It's a good movie. I know it made no sense at all. So King Leo said, Roger, I am. Let me see if I could. I know I saved this somewhere on my other YouTube account. It is so crazy. I had no clue it was going that way. And okay, so it does remind me of Roger. He had a big ass peanut head, and his BBL butt was just all over the place. Like, you cannot miss it. Good movie. Good movie. It didn't make sense at all, but an hour and a half or whatever, well spent. I didn't complain. I was jaw dropped for a lot of it, but whatever. I took it for what it was. But definitely one of those movies where if somebody had came to my house and saw me watching that, there was just no explanation at all. I couldn't explain it.
I
Couldn't
wonder.
explain it. But the
I
full
feel
movie is on YouTube though. Okay, Mr. Oldies also said I saw House of Gucci in theaters. She was good. Where is that streaming on now though? I'll
I,
give it a try.
there was someone else in it that also someone does a really
The
over the
guy,
top impression. I forgot who. I guess.
what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shit, forgot his name. He was the one that played in Star Wars, right?
Oh,
I don't remember his real
McGregor.
name. I can see
Ewan
his face.
McGregor.
No.
Not him.
What movie are you talking about? I'm talking about House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. I just don't remember who's in it, and I didn't watch it. I only heard the reviews. Like a reviewer
I
that I
cannot
like
remember his name.
did enjoy the
Let me see
that
if
movie.
somebody said it in the comments. Oh, okay. Adam Driver. Mr. Aldi's also Adam Driver.
Okay. Yes. He's not the one that I'm thinking did the impression, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy.
Belly says she was in another remake of A Star Is Born. Travis says, LOL. Mr. Aldezal says, Ryan Gosling, aka Orange Cassidy. Look how long we made it without me hearing this motherfucking name, and you brought him up. Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Aldezal. But they do look alike, though. They really do. Belly Dancer's laughing. And he says, does anyone ever see the movie Identity from 2004? Identity. Who's in it? Identity. I'm not good with names. I'm really not.
I don't pay attention to like stars.
Belly says she saw Little Shop of Horrors in theater in 1986. Oh, that's interesting. Mike says, by the way, Tatia was talking about the people that were bad about the lesbian relationship in The Color Purple. Not you, because you said don't like musical. Yeah, me, I'm not really bothered by that. I watch a fucking gay alien movie, so that's not gonna bother me. When I tell you that thing had the fattest ass I've ever fucking seen, I'm gonna find it. I was actually looking at the trailer the other day. I was looking at the trailer the other day because I was just thinking about it. I was just like, I don't know what reminded me of it, but like I said, it's horrible but good at the same time.
The E.T. ripoff. There was a movie that people talk about, and when you say big butt alien, it seems to remind me of that alien. Or maybe they just make aliens with big asses all the time. I don't know. But there's an E.T. ripoff movie, Something in Me, that people say was just really, really, really bad.
Something in
E.T.
Me.
ripoff.
What's the
Yeah,
name of the movie?
yeah. Well,
Oh, I
not
don't
the
know.
something. I can't remember
But
what
you
you
but
put
the
in
thing
there.
is, so what was interesting though with these remakes and stuff like that is, ET was super popular during that time, and
Mac and Me.
Mac in Me.
Oh, with an M. Mac and Me in
Oh, Mac
1988.
in Me. Oh, I thought you said Mac in Me. That sounds like something else is going on, but all right.
Wait, is the one that you're talking about called Nookie?
No, I'm actually looking it up on my computer right now because I seen the trailer like a couple of days ago, so it's somewhere in my YouTube history. Because y'all might not watch the movie, but I want y'all to see this thing that I'm talking about. Like the ass is just wild, absolutely wild. If I had to suffer, y'all can suffer too.
Mac and Me
Mac and Me.
is famous because it's like an alien with gigantic eyes and a big open mouth. And Paul
Does it
Rudd,
look? Does it look like ET, or does it
yeah,
just look like an alien?
no, you can tell it's a ET ripoff. And every time Paul Rudd was on Conan O'Brien, he showed the
All
scene
right.
where
Oh,
showed the
he's in
scene
it.
where no, but he would pretend that he would say, "Oh, I'm going to show a scene from my new movie," and it would be a scene from Mac and Me, and it was where the guy in the wheelchair
Oh my god, I see what you're talking about. Okay, so I didn't see this movie, but as soon as I see it, I know.
yeah.
What the fuck is that? Like a monkey alien looking thing. What? Oh my god. This from 19. Oh, it's on Tubi. I'm going to save it to watch.
Apparently this one is very, very bad, and like but that's the reason why people know him, because the wheelchair guy, they show this scene where the guy falls off the mountain, and is like a
Mhm.
repeated bit on Conan O'Brien.
Interesting. As soon as I see it, I recognize it. I don't think I've seen that movie. But maybe I've seen like clips or something.
For me, it's just the posters and people talking about it.
Wait, so let me just ask real quick. Like, if I post a link on the chat, you guys can like open it, right? I don't know.
We'll
I don't remember ever pressing
see.
the link.
We'll see. I'm gonna
Um,
check this out myself. For some reason, I still have.
okay, hold
Oh,
on.
brother, when I look for it, they have it listed on Prime Video, but it's like Prime Video has it, but for watching on Mubi. And Mubi, I guess, is in one of those, I don't know, it's like Tubi or something like that. But they do have Brother, the show that I was talking about, but it's on
Mhm.
Mubi through Amazon Prime. Mackin.
Oh my god! All right,
You find it?
I found it. No, I found it. Well, I found a trailer to the movie I'm telling y'all about. His ass is so big, the man have to help him get on the couch.
Oh, you're really enjoying that. Oh, you know when someone is experiencing total joy? Like I see that in your face right now.
It's fucking hilarious. So I'll just put the I guess it's a trailer. I don't know. I'm putting it on the chat right now.
You know, I don't know. I don't think I've ever fully seen E.T. myself, Ballet. I have to say, I don't think I've ever really cared about E.T.
Hilarious.
Now, what was the one with the Johnny Five.
Okay, so
The robot.
I put the movie. It's I don't know. Y'all probably gonna be judging me after this. Like, what the fuck? Ballet dancer says, "Feed me, Seymour." Speaking of
Good
that,
circuit.
that movie actually made me want to have a Venus flytrap. Like, I really want one, but then I don't know. I
I
don't
thought you
know
were gonna
how well I'll
say
take care of it.
made you want to have a BBL.
Oh, I saw this video of this guy at the airport who works at the airport, and he's like, he's seeing all these ladies coming home from BBLs and they can't sit down. They want all the wheelchairs at the airport and all that shit. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on in here? It just seemed like a whole fucking plane load of women just came out and they all had work done. It's just crazy.
This does not look like a real movie. This looks like somebody decided to do something at home with their family and got like a VHS.
It's a whole full movie. The movie is on YouTube. It's on
Oh,
YouTube.
I see what you mean. Like one of those like foreign language.
Yeah, it's from Turkey. The movie I saw, they did have the subtitles or whatever, and I was a little iffy about the subtitles, but the story, there's a story there. It's just not that great, you know.
Like TK's booking right now. There's a story there. It's just
did you see it? Like the thing had like a huge ass or whatever. The man had to
can't
pick
sit
it up
on the couch.
On the couch.
It looks so sad.
Oh my god, his face looks like it's a bread or something. I don't know, like a cookie, or I don't know how to explain it. I don't know.
I can't imagine that this music is it, but they keep playing on loop the Star Trek music.
Whatever will work. Oh,
and
Lord.
Like porno cop guy. No, doctor.
Bro, I can't. That's why I said I can't explain it. But the movie, it's something. It's something. It's something. Y'all would never sit through a movie like this, but you know, this is like what, a minute or two. Y'all can sit through that and see what I'm talking
Something
about.
about
And
champagne.
It does look like something that they got the character Roger from, to be honest with you. It does look like that.
Like they're giving it alcohol, but it can't hold on to it, so they're holding it while they.
I told you it's ridiculous.
And now they're all drinking alcohol. Oh, they're gonna have an orgy?
No.
Oh,
that would have been interesting.
If this is a porno, this is not that far off from an ET knockoff porno. And why the ending is just sun? This is Hamati. Oh, interesting. Hamoti.
It's all right. Well, thanks for watching that. Now someone else has gotten to see what I've seen.
This reminds me, there's a like a Russian version of like X-Men.
Really?
I didn't see it, but it was out in the theaters for a little bit, and I really wanted to. I heard really, really interesting things about it. There's like one guy who can turn into a bear.
What? I gotta see that. Let's see. Diddy will happily go to jail. Take that. Oh well, you know what? He'll get exactly what he want over there for sure. Belly says, "I love musicals."
If he goes to
And
jail, he's rich. Rich people, everybody remember black and white. You
he'll
know
be
which,
fine.
yeah, white rich people are rich people. Like it's them and then us. And if they got money, like Diddy
Oh, I
can do.
forgot. They had announced, I forgot the name of the serial killer, but a serial killer who's been locked up for a while, he got attacked so bad, they're saying that he might not make it. And I'm like, so you reporting this so we could pray for him or what? Like, what the fuck? Let us know when he's dead. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Not necessary. Just yeah. You're
Yeah,
picking the wrong
people who
time of
do
what's news.
people who do those types of things, they know that they have to have like this, like put them in some type of facility or put them in somewhere where things like this don't happen. And if you're putting them around people, period, then you already know what's going to happen. Just a matter of time. So they got him. They got him. Oh well. Diddy. I don't know if that would be the situation for him because look at R. Kelly's still around. So I don't know. I don't know. But Ballet says I love musicals. Let's see. Mr. Olazon says, I can't spoil it. You got to see it. You might be hooked after the first episode. It's only 30 minutes per episode. Baby Reindeer. Okay.
I've heard good things, or that is a lot.
I've heard people saying that they were very hooked to it. I've heard
Mm,
that. I don't know. I can't really remember. I heard positive things, but it's not that I heard bad things either. So I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where you have to just experience it for yourself and just come up with your own opinion on it. Ballard says, I saw that movie in theaters. The ending was crazy. Mr. Aldi's off. Mr. Aldi's off says, which one? Kim Leo says, laugh my ass off. Roger says that the only alien show I last through was great was Resident Alien. Hmm. King Leo said, where the
oh,
fuck was Alien to stop that?
hey Tati, are you an Aliens fan?
No.
The classic
Mm-mm.
Alien movie now?
Mm-mm. Not my thing.
Because they're coming out with a new one, and I saw the trailer for it, and I don't know. I really
What is
don't
it, a
know.
remake or like
I don't know. I honestly
related?
don't know. Because I don't know where they are with the series. They had those recent movies that came out that
Mhm.
think were all that great. The first one was pretty cool, and then I don't know. They lost the plot when it became like the android was the person that created the aliens because they wanted. I don't know. That last movie, it was weird, very weird. So I don't know. I'm like, if I was ever a fan of the Alien franchises, which I were, the first two are really good, but like it just stopped being anything past the. They had The Rock, who was in the prison one, and I remember it because there was like one black guy in a sea of like a whole bunch of white prisoners, and that was the last one I even paid attention to. I think it was four.
The Rock? What's the name of the movie?
As Alien, it was just like Aliens 4, but it was the one where she crashes on a prison, like they're on a prison moon or something, just this place where there are a bunch of like prisoners and they all pretty much take a vow of celibacy, which is silly because there's no women there. And yeah, like she was the
Mm.
one woman amongst all of these guys, and eh,
Hmm. I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar. I'm gonna look that up.
yeah, the Alien movies just kind of petered out. But then they try to remake them, so they had like the whole new series, and like
Mhm.
it was one of those films where you're watching it and they do something stupid like, we're on course, we should stay on course, but there's like this planet over there we could go to and check out. Like, what should we do? Oh, let's check out that planet. And then everyone does that and everybody dies. It's like just one of those films where you're like, you could have solved all of this by not doing the one dumb thing you all decided to do when you said you weren't going to do it. Like
Mhm.
the guy's like, we can't go off on these wild, crazy treks because we're going to die or something bad will happen. And then the next thing you know, they're doing it. Not good.
Interesting.
Yes, Miss Weird.
Let's see. Mr. Aldazov says Adam Driver. He was in it. Ballet says Adam Driver. Jason's in the house says, Tati, how do you feel about Serena Deeb in a duo with Saraya and Harley? He says, Sup, Jamar. Um, well, that's interesting because Serena, I figured she'd be recruiting people at some point. I don't know if Saraya and Harley would fit with her though. That's the thing.
Mm,
We don't really get Serena's personality. Well, she lack of personality. So it's no telling who would actually work with her. If she recruited some people to be part of her, dojo. So I don't know.
they
I
would
don't know how
either
that would
be
go.
like flat personality people. Like if you did that, Soraya would have to be like the leader. But if it was another way around, you would get
Right.
somebody
She
like,
yeah, she comes off more of a leader than
mm.
Serena to me.
And then if we
Hmm.
did her, like then I would do like Hirsch. Uh,
Oh,
who used
yeah,
to be
yeah. Layla Hirsch would be great.
who used to
That
tag
reminded
with?
me. What's her name? Tay Mello is training to get back in the ring,
Mm,
and I
oh,
figured, that's a great opportunity for her to come back. Sammy's gonna be home with the baby anyway, since it seems like he don't got a job to come back to. So sure, why not?
who was the girl? Who was the woman who was wrestling and she was taking her shoes off towards the end? She had a zillion matches with Nyla Rose. They were together as a
She
group for a
doesn't
little
wrestle with
bit.
any shoes at all. You talking about Marina?
Yeah, this is another one. So like
Marina
Marina,
Shafir.
Layla, and
That's
the
Roderick's
professor.
wife. That's Roderick's wife. I don't know what she doing. She with the baby at home, I guess.
But she
Um,
has a kind of like kind of oh did you ever see her and Roderick, I keep saying Storm, Roderick Strong on AEW?
mm-hmm.
Where like Roderick is like Roderick where Mr. Roderick is rubbing her feet.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I
I've
said
seen
it,
most of the episodes. Not all of them.
yeah,
Some
I
people
don't
I
know when
can't
that appeared
bother.
out, but I do remember that one. That was interesting seeing their dynamic.
Bella says Kylo Ren could have been a heck of a character. What a waste.
As a
Uh,
wrestler, Kyle O'Reilly
no,
as Kylo Ren.
no.
Oh, 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 I
I
like
guess.
that. I like that.
Well, I mean, maybe that might have worked.
It should be a little more
Hmm,
sci-fi in wrestling, I think.
really? I don't know if I agree. Bella says John Cusack. For the alien movie Splice, she has a donk. What the? Oh Lord. David said, Tati, Jamar here. A trivia will be amazing. Even Leo and Ballet are here. LOL. King Leo says, Mac and Me is a classic. It's on Tubi, so I'm definitely going to check it out. Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell were in Little Shops of Horror too. Is Little Shop of Horrors the plant in the corner of the stores? Always freaked me out as a kid. Never watched it. That and the kid with the big head with freckles. Bella says I was not a fan of E.T. 1982. Highly overrated. I didn't care
Pretty
for the
overrated.
movie. Jameson is laughing at Ballet's comment. And I did post I guess it's a trailer of that movie with the big booty alien. If y'all want to see it, go ahead and see it. Jameson says, Hi, Tati Hajimar. Mr. Olizon
Hello,
says,
sir.
What movie is that again? The deformed man with a big head? Deformed man with a big head. Let's see. Short Circuit, the robot movie. Oh, I remember that.
Johnny Five, I'm Alive, one of my favorites. With the
Mm.
white guy who played an Indian who's not an Indian.
Jameson says, Is that before or after Martin? Belly Dancer, LOL Little Shops of Horror. Belly says, I remember when E.T. came out and never understood the hype. Mr. Aldezon says ET equal extra trash. Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't the worst thing. I can see it appealing to younger children if they don't find him to look scary, but I didn't really find it to be that interesting to me. I don't know. Let's
Well,
see. Balance
it's
says,
like mentioning representation we talk about a lot. Like movies like that, I just never felt like I saw characters that I could connect with. It's like the
mm,
reason why I'm more into Star Trek versus Star Wars is like Star Wars was a story about like some young white man who is going through the galaxy of white-ish people where there was like one black guy who wasn't necessarily good or bad, but
there has to be one at least.
and it was around Colt 45 days. So, he was cool for us, but I don't know if it related to everybody else. But it didn't speak to me. And then like
Hmm.
in Star Trek, you had this thing where like you had all these people together and they were supposedly equal. Totally spoke to me over a Star Wars.
Right. I didn't care too much for the movies, the more recent ones, but I did like the show.
Well, that's
It
the
was
reason why I
interesting. I
like
would I
the
would watch it
first.
from the beginning. I don't even really know where to start. I think it's on. I think I maybe all of them are on Paramount Plus. I think I would have to check and see. I'm not sure.
I'd watch them too because of the newer stuff, but that's what I kind of liked about that the what they tried to do with the new one, that first one where like you had all these mixed characters and different, but it looked like a more inclusive world, and I was really
Uh-huh.
enjoying it. It just
Right.
the second and third of the series kind of went where they went, but I was really here for it. I was like, okay, this is like an integrated world. I'm down for this.
We always make it to movies, and that's probably my fault because I'm the one who talked about that stupid movie. But I wanted y'all to at least take a look at it too. Whatever. If any of y'all get into it, y'all watch it, then
Oh, and
cool.
I'm sending a link as well for anybody. This is
But wait, Jamar, you saw that clip? Would you watch that movie?
no. No, I probably
No.
wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I don't know, like it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. But I don't know if
Um,
I would watch this one too. This was it's called Guardians and it came out in 2017 and it was a Russian superhero film
oh, is that
and
the one
like
you said about the X-Men thing?
yeah, it's like
Oh,
Avengers
I
but
wanna see the
Russian.
trailer.
And
I
like
can't.
they have like a guy who could turn into a gigantic circus bear. Like it looks like who does these really well? Southeast Asians, India. They really have an amazing kind of like their superhero stuff, their mock stories. They go to like 12. They just turn the dial way up.
Mm.
So it's like one of those things
They
where
have really exaggerated scenes. That's what it is.
oh man, it's beautiful. It is beautiful what they do in Bollywood.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Alex says Short Circuit was good, but part two was corny. Jameson says ballet, even the finger point. She says before Martin, it came out in 1986. Mr. Aldesoff said the trailer is funny. What a fine Tati. Oh, so Mr. Aldesoff checked it out. Bobby's in the house, says, hey, Tati. Hey, Leo in chat. Bobby says, girl, Tati, who's your favorite designer growing up? Because, girl, you working that outfit, lol. I've never had a favorite designer, but I would say this. I used to like to draw clothes a lot. I never was interested in sewing or anything, but I love to draw clothes, and that helped me get into an art school for high school. So, yeah. Let's see. Bella said the finger point was cool, but other than that, there's a laughing face. Bella says Tati always looks sharp. Uh huh. Thank you. I try. Do a little something, something. Ballet says, oh, I'm sorry. Now Bobby says, Leo enjoy ET when you can ride a bike to the moon. Gremlins is another movie that was just okay. Let me tell you something. My daughter
Really, I like
is
Gremlins.
obsessed with Gremlins. We watch it during the holiday seasons because I guess Gremlins is a Christmas movie. I mean,
It's
you
got
know,
Christmas in it.
I guess it's a Christmas movie. I remember buying her some. It was kind of hard to find, but I did end up finding some Gremlin plushies for her. She was really, really happy about that. Really happy. I didn't even think she would. You know, in the days like nowadays where it's all about video games and all this stuff, my daughter was happy about getting Gremlins. They even had a animated show last year that came out about Gremlins. It was oh shit, what was it on? Max. It was on Max. It's a really cute show. If you like
And it was a
animated stuff,
cartoon. Okay.
yeah, check it out. It's good. I'd like it. Gremlins definitely great. I would hate for them to do a remake though.
That
Um,
would be strange, not
it was
necessary.
over. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of remakes you see nowadays are unnecessary, but they do it anyway. They got money to spend.
The
Obviously.
interesting, like the person who did the Gremlins already knew that like it was pretty much a parody or the idea of it, and kind of made that second movie as a parody.
Mhm.
But I think people at the time weren't expecting movies to make fun of themselves. Like we're used to it
Mhm.
now with
It
like
wasn't horrible. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first one, but the second one was watchable.
I liked the second one. It was so weird, like the spider, like the weird kissing spider female gremlin, and like that whole thing in the middle where they kind of like break the film, and someone's doing a review talking about how bad the film is, but they go and they kill that guy. Like it's weird for its time because it's like it's making fun of itself, but you don't expect that from a movie. Like at that time, we weren't like The Boys or these movies where films are aware of what they are. We didn't have that back then, so I think it
Mhm.
got lost on people. I know it got lost on people.
I liked it.
Like Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan was in that fucking thing. Like, what the
Ugh.
hell was that all about?
Mm.
I remember one of the plays was a joke on him. Well, anyway.
Mr. Odezoff says Leo or belly dancer. What did Jada say and set it off again right before she messed the dude in the car? He said I forgot. She has some classic line. Belly says Jack the Ripper. He said I forgot. Mr. Aldi's off. Bobby says I want my money. Ballet. LOL. Mr. Aldi's off says it's right before Jada swallows her pride to swallow his pride. What the fuck? Um, Ballet says Identity with John Cusack. The movie was so good. I gotta check that out.
John
Mr.
Cusack.
Aldi's off says yes, it was. Bally's laughing at Mr. Aldi's off. And Leo says if it's aliens, they're doing like a behind the movie. The next one is a sequel to the newer movies, Alien 3. Ballet says the first two aliens are the best, the others were blah. King Leo says, is what you're talking about, Jamar, for Alien 3, I think.
I'd have
Said
to
I
take a
loved
look.
all of them. Mr. Aldezo says, I never saw Aliens from start to finish.
The
Ballet
first
says
movie.
Sigourney Weaver. I don't remember the second, but I do remember the first.
The second one is with the guy who says "Game Over." It's the first one is the horror movie. The second one is the action flick where they're like,
Mm,
like a great scene is where they have that like tracker of the alien, and like it's getting closer and closer and closer, and then it's
mhm.
basically like right on them, and like they were like, "What the fuck?" But it's underneath them, I think, and then like the whole thing goes to hell. It's and Game Over, man, Game Over, like classic, uh, I think even now that's probably a meme. I gotta imagine on TikTok somewhere they're doing like what happens when I tell my mom no, but she wants me to eat Brussels sprouts? Game over, man. Game over. Like some TikTok
What?
thing.
Brussels sprouts is not bad, by the way.
Mm.
Um, King Leo says my favorite was Resurrection when Ripley was half alien. I would say
Mm.
King Leo's seen all the movies. Mr.
Alien
Aldezal
3. Yeah.
says, "What was that movie that Anthony Mackie when he threw battery acid on some white guy? What?
Anthony Mackie battery acid on a white guy.
I don't know."
It definitely wasn't the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I
No.
enjoyed. Which
Oh,
I
I liked
enjoyed.
I the show that they had. I actually liked it.
I wish they were even more buddy copy because my favorite part was them two being together. Like when
Oh,
Anthony Mackie was just like, because I guess his sister liked the Winter Soldier, and he's always like, "Stop it!" Like I like
hmm,
their relationship a lot.
interesting.
And that
Mr.
Black
Aldezal.
Captain America. Do you remember when they found the Black Captain America and we found out like what they did to that man? Oh, that was intense.
I told you I don't. I can't get into these things anymore. I've tapped out a few years ago. Too much going on.
X-Men 97 is kind of the one gigantic bright light. A lot of it's been
Yeah.
actually they said that Echo was apparently a series that was well received. Like the Daredevil kind of not an extra character, but the female character, the one that had like one leg and is she's deaf. Like they said that show did did pretty well. I'm actually watching it
Mm,
now. I haven't gone through it though.
interesting.
Hmm.
Mr. Aldezal says Mama Roddy. Valley says, unfortunately, Anthony Mackie was playing Tupac in Notorious. Oh, I remember that movie.
Oh, I should see that. I haven't seen it.
Bobby says Mr. Aldi's off. Nate Andrew was on that and set it off. Mr. Aldi's off says, LOL, ballet dancer. Bobby says, I thought of Deanna and Deeb. Oh, okay. That's another one too, because Deanna got a strong personality. I thought we was gonna
Mm,
get Deanna and Thunder Rosa for the pay per view, and I was kind of hype
seriously,
about it because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have 3 women's matches on the pay per view." And Tony Khan's like, "No, we can't bother to do that."
seriously, take off Jericho Hook, take off
Yes.
Orange Cassidy and Trent. Put a third female
Bye.
match on.
I would
That's
actually like that.
that's sad. Like I would rather have that. But you know what they're
And things
probably
got
going to
really
do?
interesting between them.
They're probably going
Oh,
to announce it right before the pay per view and put that in the
pre-show?
0 hour.
Oh,
Just watch some bullshit happen.
hell no, no. It's
This episode,
definitely. I think it's it's a good storyline between the two of them, and I would love to see how it play out because now after this pay per view, the next one is Forbidden Door, which is I can't remember what day.
and I'm just pissed off. Like this episode of Dynamite, I'm usually pretty high on Dynamite, but this one was trash. This one to me was trash.
Could have been much better. Bobby says I see Mercedes Martinez and Diamante tag team now. They just posted a new theme for them on YouTube. What? I actually like both of their theme songs. I gotta check it out.
Pretty stop and start with them. Remember when they were on Collision and there was reason to
Mm-hmm.
see them on television, and it's a shame, man. I
Yeah, they had
really
the
like
whole
them.
thing with Statlander and Willow, and then they just kind of forgot about them, and they did them dirty on that tournament just so Billy Stars can win. Let me not get into it because I'm gonna get upset about it. I don't want to rant on y'all.
Mm.
Um, my Mr. Odezon says, "Yeah, Mass is the movie. I can't watch that to this day." Oh, that's what he was talking about when he said deformed face. So Cher was in that. I don't know the actor of that young
Oh,
guy, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've probably seen it twice. It's all right. It's all right. Let's
Who is that
see.
guy?
Bobby says ballet knows Kyle O'Reilly needs a character.
Make him
Ballet says
Kylo Ren.
ET came out 1 year before people were fighting in the toy stores and streets for Cabbage Patch dolls. Oh man, I've only had one of those. Haven 2004 is a movie with Anthony Mackie, Orlando Bloom, and Zoe Saldana. Oh, wait a
Okay.
minute. Oh, that's what it is? Okay, I don't think I've seen that.
Don't think so either. 2004.
Bella says that she remembers that movie. Bobby says, Tati, I hear you said Hook needs a gimmick. I believe you. He does. He needs something just different. He doesn't have to be like his dad or whatever. He honestly, he's not doing a good job at doing that either. So he needs to figure it out.
Working on the indies. If there's anything that I've noticed about like the difference between him and was it Nick Wayne, is working
Hmm.
outside of AEW. Like he
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
there's
This is
no
what
excuse. There's no
it's one of those
excuse.
situations where the Hook is like, "Do you know who my daddy is?" Kind of like Cody Rhodes, something like that.
Thankfully, Cody was smart enough to go out and do something
Well,
on his
Cody,
own.
yeah, he was smart enough to go out and do some things elsewhere, but Hook is gonna have to be on that time too. He needs to get other experiences. I don't think AEW is doing him justice in terms of him getting the type of experience that he needs. 62 matches in 3 years? Are you
He
kidding
needs to
me?
do it himself. You can't just stay in AEW and get better. For any of the newer stars, and
Oh
who was
yeah.
the one? Someone mentioned it. I don't know if it was Jericho or somebody else. It's like it might have been Matt Hardy, but like the experience that these wrestlers get being in AEW is not what like people experience coming into the business. Like
Oh, uh-huh. It feels
to
more like a place for established people to be. And that's what they do. They use all the established people all the time.
but you don't.
BCC,
It's not.
Elite, FTR, all them that they're always using over and over and over again. Meanwhile, we have really talented young guys. It's a struggle for them to truly break out because they, in my opinion, from what I've seen with AEW these past few years, I feel like they do prioritize these veterans or these guys that have been in the business for quite some time over the newer guys. And there has to be a balance, and that I personally don't see a balance with that.
There's
I
no
don't.
training center. There's no like
Nope. No.
AEW dojo. Ultimately, so the people, if you're not grinding and getting your experiences on the secondary market indie level, then you just can't do it in AEW. It's
No.
amazing that like Ty Mello and Anna Jay, like it's amazing that they've been able to do anything with the limited experience that they've had, because this is just not the way to do it. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like this is the way to do it.
Yeah. I agree. Let's see. Where are we? Mr. Aldis also said John Kramer from Saw said Haven was a hidden gem. Bella says they have to do something with Hook.
Take them off TV.
Do, 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 do.
Him and
Jax is
Jericho
in the
should not be on
house.
TV right now.
Jericho, I'm over it. We'll see how things play out at the pay per view, though. That's going to be interesting.
I'm done. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
All right. So, when that match come on, that's the bathroom break.
That's it. I'll take a
Get
huge
back.
dump. I'll make sure that's where I save like a few days worth of having to poo,
Just
and I'll be
get.
on there with a magazine, like my shit break.
Oh, good. Jack says 8 Mile, Tati, Eminem, and Anthony Mackie. Jack says Sup, Jamar.
Hello.
Mr. Aldezal says any movies not age well now that you watch it back then as an adult. I know what you did last summer. Trash is trash as an adult. I actually did like that movie. I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I seen it. Really can't remember. Um,
I don't know about trash, but there are movies that I look back on and I'm just like, that's really adult. That was I should not have been watching as a youngin.
he said that rat movie Willard didn't hate Willard. That sounds so
That
familiar.
sounds familiar. What is that?
Willard?
A rat movie.
That sounds like something I would have watched. Hold on, I gotta look this up real quick.
You keep going. I'll see if I can read through the next.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. All Days Off with a rat. June 30th is Forbidden Door. Are there any AEW versus NJPW dream matches left? I don't know. I don't watch any dream matches for AEW NJPW. One of the nice things though is that it's going to be a collaboration as well with I think
Stardom
and CMLL.
Oh, I didn't hear
wasn't
about
there a South American production or company that's also going to be a part of it?
Tony Khan did verify about Stardom, but I don't know about CMLL. I don't. That I'm not
It might
sure.
not have been. Who was working with? Who were the wrestlers that came over and did a quick thing, and then like the BCC went over and did the
It was
job for
them,
them?
yeah.
It was them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Because if that's the case, then you got a little bit more to pull from. Because from my understanding, just from the outside looking in, and New Japan is not doing so well when it comes to the star power.
Yeah, a lot of their big stars left. Osprey, Okada, Mercedes. I mean, they could still work there, but I doubt that we'll see Osprey over there for a long while. Same with Okada too, maybe.
If like they even want to, I imagine like. Oh, I don't know, but Okada.
Jay White being another one. I know. I think Mr. All Days Off. Somebody said Jay White wasn't really a star, whoever it was earlier. Um, they that and that's what I was saying before. Like, how long is this partnership going to be working with New Japan? When New Japan realized everybody done fucking left and went to AEW, then what? You know, we'll see. We shall see.
I kind of really want to see this Russian superhero movie now. I keep seeing the bear guy with a rotary machine gun, and I'm like, okay.
Looks good, I guess.
It was something that popped up, and like it was enough for it to like reach out past just a schlocky B film. It was enough that people talked about it. So.
Mm-hmm. You gonna keep reading?
Oh, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So this is about me. Who's Justin Miller? Jamar was rumored to play Stephen Urkel, but Jamar quit when paid wasn't right, so Jaheel White took the role. They tried to get me in for the Suave guy. Never really worked out. Is Marina Shafir on Ring of Honor?
I've seen her
Not
there
at the moment. Yeah, you can mostly say she's with Nyla Rose, wherever Nyla Rose is. But even with Nyla Rose's quick little thing she did on Ring of Honor, which wasn't bad. You remember when she kind of punked out Athena and was trying to get the minions?
Last time she was there was when she partnered with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's the last time we saw Marina.
Mm-hmm. Last time.
And we've seen the Beast, but Nyla's been by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Stoltz was the person from The Mask. Mr. All Days Off Toddy had a digipet. We talked about that the other day. Ballet dancer, popular 80s actor with Justin Miller. Brian Cage be acclaimed. No Cage tonight. What? Like, what did he do last? Was that the last thing Cage did? Win on Collision? He
Who was
finally
he?
won. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
He
with
finally
Anthony
won a
Bowens.
match with
Yeah,
Bowens. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Give me
yeah.
5 people who you think in AEW needs a gimmick.
Um, it's hard to say in terms of a gimmick, but a lot of people are lacking in the personality department. So, Serena, one of them, she's great in the ring, just zero personality. That's why we were like,
She
that's why you
has
were,
a gimmick.
oh, is she a
Mm.
heel or is she a face? Because the crowd is booing her. They're booing her because they can connect with Tony Storm, who's being funny and silly, even though she's a heel. But Serena, she's just there, I
And the
guess.
booking on around the story, because like they're also not booking Tony one way or the other. Like she saved her best mate. That was like a face thing, and decidedly Serena was heel. But then they switched it. Oh, that's right. Serena gave the speech, the rah-rah speech about being sick and everything, which was
Mhm.
poorly produced. And then Tony came out and she was acting like a heel, and like she got knocked out for. Oh, it's not written well. The
And
story's
Tony
not written
Schiavone
well.
just stood there.
Oh
I could never
man,
forget how he just
Luther had
stood
to
there
come
while
out.
our champion is laid out on the ground.
Well, he's probably even confused. Like, do I help her because she's a face, or do I just spit on her because she's a heel? He doesn't even know now.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think on Wrestling Observer there was a conversation about whether the whole having heel face or having it not matter, like which
It
one is
still
okay.
does. It does matter.
I personally, one of my biggest knocks on AEW is that, and it ruins my enjoyment of Bryan Danielson. It ruins my enjoyment of BCC. It ruins my enjoyment of like even some of the stuff with Swerve. Like, there's just no. It would be okay if people had like clear justifications, and it's just they were different because of the situation. But it's like
Hmm.
they don't have the clear motivations. And if you don't have clear motivations, like I don't know how to follow you. Like Bryan Danielson, it just even at this point where I love him so much, like if he were to say something about being one side or the other, I'm like, I don't know. Like it's just you're just doing it because of right now, not because this is who you are. Really
Hmm.
frustrates me. Anyway, Perry Carey, hi Tati and Jamar. Hello, Perry Carey. Any other people that you can think of needing a gimmick, or you can
Um, Hobbs. Hobbs.
which they would go back to the Book of Hobbs and just leave him. Guevara, at this point, like he's just so nothing.
It's pretty much a lot of the young guys. They all just seem to get lost and probably would have to, change things up so that they can be able to stand out next to
Daniel
other stars there, or
Daniel
just be given
Garcia had a Red Death thing going on for which I used to like. It was like this hungry guy who was really intense in the ring, but
opportunity.
they muddled that a lot. Anna Jay right now doesn't really have a character other than she's got a big butt. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, like all the people I'm thinking about are the young ones who haven't been doing it all that often.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Hangman, you can say even has a character, even though they don't push it as much, but he is a bit of
Is
like a
is there.
cowboy. He's a
Mhm.
millennial guy who's kind of like, more of a drinker and, you know. Okay, so interesting question. Thank you very much, Perry. Mr. All Days Off, Wardlow and Hobbs need better gimmicks. Bobby Jones, Jericho off the show. Less Mercedes Monet, more women on the show. I'm okay with Mercedes right now. I just say more women, period. Bobby Jones, turn Ring of Honor into development. You need people to
Yeah.
actually do that with, and they don't have it. It's just a darker elevation at this point. Let Dark Order go from Condrick back to the Indies.
Oh.
I wouldn't say either way about that because they're so not really on the screen. It's so
Yeah.
hard to even say. More Harley Cameron on the show. Eye candy draws. As long as she's not wrestling too much, she's a
Or
good
who's just
character.
singing.
Yeah, she's a good character. Not so much. She still has a lot to grow as a wrestler. Crispin Glover, hilarious. That guy is such a freaking crazy person. I hope he's in a Joker or something. Willard with Crispin Glover. Okay. Okay. I imagine that must have been a creepy movie. That's the one, Mr. All Days Off. Saray off the mic, not talk about Xavier from Kyle
What?
Long. That's how you turn around AEW. Saray off the mic, huh? Okay, LOL. With Kyle saying, "What is happening? No, what's happening, Tati and Mr. No, please, just Jamar. Thank you, my favorite teacher." With Kyle Long laughing. And what happened to FTR? You want to answer this one, Tati?
They got attacked on Collision, and the doctor said that they couldn't come back until the pay-per-view.
Very interesting. We're going to see their
What
go
if,
home this
what
weekend.
if, let's say, like for real, that they couldn't even compete at the pay-per-view? You saw how Dax
Especially
was all
Dax.
taped up and all that. Dax is, he
He had
doesn't
the
even look like that.
hematoma. Yeah. Yeah. What if the only one is Cash? Like they show up and it's like Cash, like, all right, I'm fucking ready to go. Everybody else is like taped up together. Like one long thing of Kinesio tape over like Danielson.
Hey, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Oh my god. Anna Jay on Ring of Honor is more interesting than her on Dynamite. She got more time to shine. Like even on a Dynamite, she'll get a 3-minute match cut with paper, picture in picture. Scorpio Sky is turning into a motivation speaker, which is okay. He needs a character. I only heard it. I still haven't seen what he's doing. What do you think so far about his character?
I don't know what that was. The promo from the other day, but it was different. But I had to see more. I don't know. It was different.
Very fair. So, Mr. All Days Off, 5 people need a gimmick. Dylan, and Dylan. You too close, man. Lol. LOL. Is that from Diddy? Jamar face expression when Jericho came out to say hi to the crowd. I'm the lightning tree. Oh God. Mr. All Days Off to the laughter. Mr. All Days Off. Whoa, where you see that Scorpio Sky update? He got a gimmick change.
They showed it on Collision. I don't know if you were here on Saturday, but they showed it on Collision somewhere, I guess towards the middle end of the show, and he was like a good guy, like a forcibly good guy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if they actually posted it on YouTube like with the other matches and stuff like that, but it was very different. I
It
don't know if
sounds.
I'm buying into it. We'll see.
We'll see. Kyle Long, yeah, days off. He had a package on Collision on Saturday. Mr. All Days Off, I got to find it on YouTube. He's one of my favorites. I thought Scorpio Sky had next when he won the big gold Cheerio ladder match, but nothing came of it. Does that
Nothing.
ever really, yeah, does that ever
No.
really do anything for anybody? Poor Crispin Glover got wrecked by Jason Friday the 13th, part 4. And he is the reason why you can't just use like you can't shoot other people for you in a film and not get credit. So in the Back to the Future 2 film, they used another actor and different things to kind of like be in a place of him. They didn't use him again, and he got pissed off, and it was a court case. I don't think they got in trouble by the law, but it was big enough that they decided never to do that again. It's all because of that. So Crispin Glover, who had a rap album as well, where he rapped about masturbation.
Oh.
Yes, Crispin Glover has a not a rap album. He has a music album that has like spoken word and like close to rap, and then like some songs on it and stuff. It came out around Willard. He's a weird guy. Weird
Mm.
guy. Kyle Long with Lau, LOL Days Off. Hobbs needs to stay as Book of Hobbs. I really like that. I wish they kept it. Didn't need the real book, but the idea behind it. They dropped the ball with Scorpio Sky. Yes, they did. Ballet Dancer.
Mhm. Man,
Kyle,
man dropped it.
that TNT shit, man. Sammy Guevara made more sense in the Elite than Jungle Boy might be something Tati and Jamar. I prefer Jungle
Oh,
Boy.
yeah, I'll give it to Jungle Boy. He needed the
Yeah,
opportunity. I could see Sammy also working in that too.
I'm done with Sammy. I wouldn't. I'm fine with never seeing him again.
I mean, not a
If the
fan.
last thing that we get to see, and I forgot the last thing, but him smashing the face of Jeff Hardy, okay,
That wasn't the last match though.
right? I feel like there was something else, but
He,
like that's the
him
last thing I
and
even remember.
Hobbs. It was actually good. It was actually good. And then Tony Khan was just like, "Oh, I was supposed to suspend your ass. Go home," which is so weird.
Oh, that garbage match at it opened, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad
Oh,
neither.
not a garbage match in the sense that it was like no DQ.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good match. But still, I'm okay with him not being around. They tried so many times with him and Jericho. He's he's not someone who is face or heel depending on the situation. They've just tried to make him a face or heel at different situations. And it's just
well,
like, please stop. Please, he's not a face. He has not been a face once for me. I don't know. What do you think?
for Sammy, I've
Mm.
never been a fan. Never. I mean, he's great in the ring. I think so. I do think he is one of those risk takers too, like Darby, but like on a chill pill. And there are times where he's reckless. He's reckless and he
The
hurt
the
people.
last
So,
the last match he had with Cody, that ladder match where he did the cutter off of the almost perfect cutter off of the ladder on Cody. That was amazing. But I'd rather not have him on this screen. I think he's already hit his ceiling.
um,
He's hurt. He hurt Hardy. He hurt Hardy's brother. He had that unfortunate mishap with Sting. You remember when he came off the top rope and he was supposed to go through the table? And some
mhm.
say Sting was supposed to move and everything, but I don't know. Just I'm done with him. Okay, so let's see. Kyle Long, Sammy Guevara. We just talked about that. Mr. All Days Off, did y'all speak on Braun Breaker's brutal attack on Raw to the jobber? That's what Wardlow should be doing for AEW. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
I
I
haven't seen it. I've
did.
only heard about
Um,
it.
I don't know what it was to
Mm.
me where it was I just had mixed feelings about it. You knew he was gonna come out there. First of all, do Jobber's entrance. I don't even remember who he was. Um, when he put his head on the steel steps and hit it with the chair, the camera angle was in a favorable spot where it looked like it could have been real, but we all know it's not true. They take him out on a stretcher onto the ambulance or whatever. Um, what they had like referee, security, Adam Pierce, and all them coming out or whatever. Something about it felt I I don't know. It was a mix for me. It was a
Mm.
mix for me, and I just don't want them to, like I said, them doing that situation of him just having squash matches and attacking people, and then and then you miss what it is that he can do in the ring. And that's what they do with a lot of wrestlers, like especially his size or whatnot. And it's just like, okay, I don't want to see this again. And I feel like we will be seeing this again.
Only thing I know is that he apparently has a very impressive spear, one of the better spears in the industry. But I don't know. Braun Breaker. I hear about him, but under the radar for me. I don't really watch WWE. How
Mm.
long? Hook needs a martial arts gimmick.
Mm. That would be something interesting for him to have too.
I come see
Well,
him
probably a
come
little
out
too
with
late
a
for him.
key and I go,
You also got
okay,
to work on how to be a better wrestler too.
glacier gimmick, Mr. All Days Off. That'd be funny. Mr. All Days Off. Speaking of eye candy, Ray has a booty pic that Buddy took somewhere going mildly viral.
Oh,
They edited out his buddy's face and made AI to make it seem like it's just Ray's butt.
what? I
Really?
actually have
Like,
not seen that. I've
the
seen the
internet
one with
is
Buddy
crazy.
smiling with his head on her ass. That's interesting. Wow,
Yeah.
does he know all y'all fantasize about being with her when he can actually be with her? So I'll be
Yeah,
following
that's interesting shoes to put yourself into because you got
him.
to be really high level to think that you're matching it up with Buddy. I don't
Right.
know, the typical Reddit
Oh, I
internet
saw a
wrestling
picture. I
fan.
saw a picture of a fan taking a picture with Rhea, but Buddy's like way in the background. Like, I don't want a picture. Like, dude was like, I don't want a picture with you. It was funny, hilarious.
King Leo Picasso, laughter with a Scorpio sky, needing to wrap it up. B. We'll see. I'm hoping he can do something. LOL Leo came in shitting on Scorpio. Kyle Long, I hope it not him help Jericho. I hope it's not him that helps Jericho win this Sunday. Sky is a oh no, the new edition of the Learning Tree. The
Oh, you know
Learning
what?
Tree.
That's a good thing that he brought that up because that promo was
Uh
giving very Chris Jericho vibes of what he's doing right now. Oh, I hope not.
come on. Don't do
Oh,
another
I
like
hope
Big
not.
Bill mixed color tag team thing again. TK, come on, you gotta have other ideas. The learning tree. All right, Scorpio isn't getting over. He needs to sit under the learning tree. Stop trying to make the learning tree work, people.
Right.
This is how it starts. This is how he fucking does it. Brian Cutler, Chad Gable is rumored to get a world champion push. You
World
think?
champion.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
He's a I the few matches that I watched from that man, he's brilliant. He's absolutely wonderful. Kyle Long, Jamar Tati, what Ballet was saying Crispin Glover in a Willard Rat movie. Crispin Glover was in Like Mike, Bow Wow, Tati, Old Crush. Like
You
Mike. Okay.
didn't see like Mike?
No.
What?
Like Mike.
Oh,
Is that like a guy
oh
who tries to
Lord.
be a basketball player? Is that little
Bow
Bow
Wow is
Wow?
trying to Jamar.
I don't think I've seen it, but I remember it.
The other day they revoked my black card. This one might get yours revoked too.
Mine is half. Remember, I come in on the mixed card, so like I'm already. You got it. I have the special provision. All right, so you got to understand. You got to take it with a grain of salt. I was telling people about never eating chitlins, and like you just got to understand. Or sorry, grits. I've never had grits. I can't.
I've never
I
had it
cannot.
either.
I can't sit down with an argument of sweet and salty. It's just what it is, people. You know, some of us live in a world that's connected, but is on the outside. And it's just what it is.
Mm,
I
yeah,
have the
never had
little
it
thing on
either.
my card, so
It's
and
so rare to find other black people to say that they've never had grits.
never had it. Like they stare
I
at me, and
can't
I'm like,
either.
I don't know. I don't know. Like sugar, salt. I'll put both of them on. It'll just like go crazy. But then they hear me not like a watermelon. I'm like, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Triple H is doing too much, too many layers to the Chad Gable angle. I'd rather he just been Perk Gable and snapping people's ankles. I've heard that argument. Crispin Glover was so good in Back to the Future. He's an
Mhm.
interesting actor. I hope he's still out there doing stuff. Kyle Long, yes, Ballet, Back to the Future, he was in. Mr. All Days Off, Sammy got a giant pop at some pay-per-view. I forgot. I think it was Daly's Place pay-per-view. The fact that you forget is all that we all need to remember. Kyle Long, Shane Taylor, Anthony Ogogo. How we feel about that duo, Tati and Jamar? Tomorrow they
Oh,
wrestling on
that's
Ring of Honor.
tomorrow. Oh, I got to see them. I got to see that match. We've never seen them actually do anything as a tag team, so we know they're part of the same group. But we'll see how that works out. We'll see
I
how that
think
works.
they're protecting Ogogo. Like I think they, if I look at that group, I think they think he's the one that can really do well because they're not doing Shane Taylor and Moriarty. They're not. They're
Look at
not.
it differently. It's the All In pay per view coming up. They need all the British representation they can get.
That could be it as well. Yeah, no, that could be it. That could be it. Either they think of him as the star of it, or they want to make sure that he's strong for that pay per view. I liked Ogogo's work. It's been a long time. He was trying a lot under the Dark Elevation. He had that killer punch. It was different than kind of like what you were seeing with Hobbs when he was on the shows. He had
Mhm.
just a different kind of like vibe, and he's got a character, the governor. Like he has kind of like it's kind of a character when you hear him speak and do commentary and whatnot. He's got a vibe, but I don't think they're really booking the group very strongly.
I agree.
They could have like gave him a bunch of wins before they knocked him down, but when you have Shane Taylor losing over Hook, Orange Cassidy, you kind of understand, but Hook, that just shouldn't have happened.
Even Orange Cassidy should have lost too, but
Overall, yes. Yeah, I feel like you really should be giving Shane Taylor a chance, but I personally don't think the Black Stars are booked particularly well on Collision. So Kyle Long, Maria was backstage telling Rachel Ellering that she needs a fixing because women don't say. Yeah. Oh, what was that?
really
That
weird.
was that was that
Really
was
weird.
weird. I personally feel that was TK writing that and kind of voicing his own opinion because there was no point
That
in
sucks.
doing that. Not to. All right, the insult was what it was, and it was a really good snap, right, from a bad person. But a woman wrestler saying that to another, no, you don't do that. That's bullshit. That was some man in the back wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bullshit. So tomorrow will be interesting because I think I can. Well, I'm a bit low on Ring of Honor right now, and
Me
if
too.
you paid attention, and everyone, please, if you haven't, Tati does Ring of Honor reviews. So if you need to get caught up, that's the best place to do it. And she's had a few comments recently with her commentary. So especially the Ring of Honor rant one. If you want a quick up to date about state of Ring of Honor right now, I really recommend
Yeah.
finding that
Not in
one,
a good
watching
state.
it, and locking it so that people can pay attention because we'll talk about it tomorrow. Come join if you are watching Ring of Honor. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Braun Baker's Triple H pet project. He's trying to make a new Batista 2003.
Good luck.
Buddy is the man, says King Leo Picasso. Got Kyle Long. Hook can do what Hook can do like what they did in the Karate Kid and bet who the mentor Taz. Oh, and all of that but the mentor's Taz.
Mm.
Eh,
I don't
mm.
know. I'm maxed out on Hook already long time ago, so
Or RVD. RVD would work, but I don't know. Seems like that ship has flown. Buddy Murphy. We got Peach, Big Arms, and Peach. What's the second one? Oh, Baby Lotion, and okay. Yes, Buddy Murphy is styling. The redneck neckbeards are not. Jade Wilson is Samoa Joe leaving Tati and Jamar. He ain't been seen lately, which is crazy to me. Jay Leith will be best going back to TNA. He's been on.
It was there for like 2 seconds last week. So
I was wrong. I thought it was going to be Jericho, Samoa Joe, and Hook. Because
yeah, some other people were saying that too. Mm-hmm.
if
They
you
ain't going
remember,
nowhere.
Samoa Joe came out and was giving grief to Hook. So maybe it's Hook gets the belt and then goes into a program with Joe.
I don't know. I'm over it.
Don't want to see it. Don't really care about it. But that might be where they do because it looked like they were keeping Joe Strong. He had that match with Brother Zay, where
For
Brother Zay
whatever
sold
reason.
for him really well. But so Mr. All Days Off says Bow Wow finds Jordan's shoes and gets basketball shoes. Okay. I do remember the story, basketball skills. King Leo Picasso, go eat some cheese, damn grits. Maybe one day. Mr. All Days Off smiles and laughs. I never had grits, but I like wrap snacks, so I'm black. King Leo Picasso out here playing with the Lord's food. Jake Wilson, LOL Jamar, with a sad face for King Leo Picasso. Jamar said, "Kid trying to be a basketball player is a good response to the answer." Laughter. And Jake Wilson says, "LOL ballet, we are playing basketball." With Crispin Glover and Charlie's Angels. Very strange. Mr. All Days Off, I'm black because I like quarter waters. Tati will get that one. Quarter waters. What are those called? I remember anyway. Leo LOLs. Sorry, Jake Wilson says, Lao Jamar, you're gonna need that woo energy. Oh no.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
No. No. Toxic
Not if I
Avenger, I
don't
think
not
that's
if
what
I don't want to see me
happens.
again, then sure.
You don't want me mutating into something else. Tati also LOL with King Leo Picasso. How they released Danhausen though? I don't think
No.
they've released Danhausen, but like he has been making comments and people have been wondering about Danhausen because they are not using him. He's
Is
in.
he?
I no, there's just a lot of comments right now. He mentioned something about his career. I don't know what. He's been doing a lot of indie dates. I know he did House of Glory maybe a month back,
Right. They're not doing anything with him anyway, so why not? Why not go
and
ahead and
he's
go somewhere else
like,
and
it's
I don't know.
yeah, yeah, like not even like Ring of Honor. Like he could be or like just let him anyway. What Leo, you not lie, says Jake Wilson. Mr. All Days Off says Tony Khan is extra evil for that. LOL. For a bunch of things. King Leo Picasso says no with a strong no. Quarter waters are huggies. Mr. All Days Off. They carry wrap snacks at Walmart, says
I've
Ballet
never had
Dancer.
them though, but I see them all the time. I don't
Did,
Walmart?
did
Oh,
you
wait a minute.
see
I don't see them at Walmart. I always see them at corner stores.
and
But
apparently they
Walmart, I
also
don't see.
have like ones like noodles, like instant noodles with like Master P or
Oh,
something on them.
did y'all see the noodles with that's like breakfast flavor? The ramen cup breakfast flavor, and there's another crazy flavor too. I saw it at
Breakfast flavor.
Walmart. It's like tastes like pancakes and shit, something like that. I don't
I
know.
do not want ramen tasting like pancakes. Like that is, I can't imagine that. Like ramen with like that buttery sweet taste.
It's
I mean, there's people out there going to enjoy that stuff. It's just I don't know.
okay. It's cup noodles breakfast. There's one called everything bagel, and the other one is wait, what is that? It is maple syrup pancake sausage and egg flavor. It's at Walmart.
Okay, damn. All right, I see you.
Oh
You can make
god.
food taste like anything this day. Okay,
Yeah, not for me. Not for me.
sounds interesting though. Let's see. Jake Wilson says, "Oh my God, Danhausen is a mainstay." What? Wow. Gosh, I can imagine Danhausen just showing up on Women of Wrestling. That would be crazy to me.
Hell no.
Mr. All Days Off. I'm still shocked y'all from New York and never had chopped cheese. I actually had a chopped cheese sandwich the other day. I don't know where the term comes from. It's just like a grilled whatever, just like a sandwich with cheese on it. But I had a chopped cheese. I was like, okay, this is a hamburger with cheese on it, but okay. Mr. All Days Off, chicken and waffles, noodle flavor. Next to the liquor
Mm.
store. Ballet Dancer, they have them with the other chips by the checkout.
Oh, by the checkout. Okay.
Mr. All Days Off, you all wrestling fans have probably never tasted Booty-O's. Whoa, sir, it was that one time. Jake Wilson, it was accidental though. I was eating something else and it just popped into my face. Jake Wilson, Jamar, did you ever have Lunchables back then?
I had Lunchables yesterday.
I Lunchables were kind of like too expensive for me. Like I don't know, they were like snacks that I don't think my mom would ever really pay for. I was lucky if my friends had Lunchables and I got them. I remember having them once or twice, but still too high for
I don't
me.
think I had them as a kid, but like at Dollar Tree, you can get the ones. They have like there's different ones that you get for $1, and it's not the one with the drinks or the cookies. It's just the one with the crackers, with the cheese and whatever mystery meat they put on there.
Let's see. I'm old school, Tati. I still thought like that cheese question from the quiz the other day. What was that string cheese, whatever it was
Oh,
called?
it was easy cheese or
Easy cheese.
something.
Yeah. I'm so angry at that. Like one of those things your
I
memory thinks
was
is
looking
one
at something, and then people were saying, "Oh, the noodles in the cup, it was always microwavable." I don't know what you guys are talking about because now they have the ones that says that you could put in the microwave. I don't know if you've seen them at the stores, but apparently they were never microwavable. I've never actually put them in the microwave. I've always boiled the
boil
water
the
and I
water, put
put
them in
the
a cup.
water in the
Yeah.
cup. Yeah, isn't
Like
that what
who
everybody
does
else
it the
does?
other way? I don't know. That just I don't know.
What I've also done is like I would cook meat off to the side and then I would just mix it with the noodles. So, so it could feel like a little bit more of a meal or whatever. But nowadays I can't be caught dead eating that stuff. I'm over it.
So salty. Jake Wilson, I'm old school toddy noodles in a cup. LOL. Jake Wilson, I like spaghetti with Pop Tarts at the same time. You telling me Jamar
What?
I'm strange? Not judging. If you like it, you like it. What flavor Pop Tart goes with
Yeah, that might
spaghetti and
matter.
meatball? I was curious. All right, Mr. All Days Off Lunchables have been finessing kids for years now. Little ass crackers and mice-sized cheese slices for $5 a pack. My
Nice
mama
try.
ain't gonna pay for that shit. Yeah. And we were getting government cheese. I don't know if anybody got the big box of cheese with like in like that thick cellophane thing, and you cut it, and you had to
Oh
cut.
my god. The
Man,
worst.
grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, to me,
The
it's kind of
worst.
like
That shit don't even melt.
it does it. You put them on the cheese, and like it didn't melt down. It just formed like a little like melted section, and then there'd be white around it, and then the next piece of cheese. Ah! Oh, that's so my youth, and I enjoyed
Mm.
that. The best macaroni and cheese my mother ever made was with that goddamn government cheese.
Oh, did y'all see they have the new taco shells? Cinnamon toast crunch flavored taco shells.
What is going on in the fucking world? This is why America
That-
is known as the fat fucks of the world.
That's what
We
I'm
are
saying.
weighing down the whole world, just America alone.
Yep. Yep.
It's amazing coming back to America. It's
Oh,
amazing.
yep. But they do also have like the Lunchables. I think with like sandwiches and hot dogs. Have you ever had those? I've never had those. Those are the ones where it's like your mama got money type of Lunchables.
And if they are, why are you doing that, Mama? You gotta get somebody into the house just making
Or the
stuff for us.
nuggets ones too, because I've never had that one before either. I bought my daughter the one for with the sandwich. She came back and ate everything but the sandwich. And
Ah,
she's like, well, "What happened? I spent about $5 on this."
just didn't like it, huh?
Mm.
Ballet dancer. I remember when Lay's kept having those come up with a flavor contest. The prize was $1 million. Oh, you remember when McDonald's used to have like it was like kind of like you go in and it was like playing life and I won't even remember this, but McDonald's used to have those those prizes and rewards, which I don't think they do anymore. Jake Wilson, LOL. I'm just kidding. Never did that. Look, if you like Pop Tarts and spaghetti, we're not judging you. Just own it. Just enjoy yourself.
It's probably the strawberry one.
Mm.
I would
Hi,
imagine.
is it Die King or D King? Dia King. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jake Wilson. I love this show. TV 14. We're a bit right bold sometimes. Mr. All Days Off. I like hot sauce and popcorn. Am I ratchet?
Hot sauce? You know they have seasoning for popcorn. I've bought the nacho cheese one before, and I don't know what brand it was though, but I got it from Walmart and it's actually not bad. There's other ones too. I
Mm.
think there's like an extra one with butter, obviously, and like salt and vinegar or something like that. I don't remember all the flavors, but I took the nachos and it makes popcorn better. Not a huge fan of popcorn.
I'm a white cheese type of person.
Mm.
And I
No,
have noticed at my local AMC's and Regal and whatnot, they do have like gourmet popcorn. Like it's like flavor
I
stuff. So
never
they
get
have like,
popcorn in movie theaters. I'll just wait
oh,
to eat after.
really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a wise way to do it. Like I enjoy popcorn and like the gourmets are okay. They're usually like much smaller and like the calorie count is ridiculous, but they're good. They're good. They're delicious, but
But
I
hot
wouldn't say ratchet. I wouldn't say ratchet. You do you. Ballet dancer, New Jersey, me too. Nissan Cup noodles, Jake Wilson at Jake Wilson. Ballet dancer says you had to boil water. Kids today, they don't know about no boiling water. Jake Wilson, yep,
sauce.
that ballet dancer.
Oh, I remember
Uh,
like my mom used to boil water to drink. Like she didn't even care if the water was store bought. She didn't trust it. She'll still boil it and then she'll let it cool down and then she'll put it in the fridge. I used to be like, "What's wrong with you, lady? Like it's from the store. I think it's fine."
and I forgot where, but I remember reading or just thinking about like boiling and condensation and how like stuff is left behind. And like you
Mhm.
kind of have to like filter it out. You got to boil it so that it runs off into another vessel. Voyage of the Maybe PBS. So I was like, Mom, you're not doing what you think you're doing, but God bless you. My mom, my great grandmother as well, she was a real boiler of water. No, you're not. Laughing at Mr. All Days Off says ballet. Jake Wilson, yes. A nice cracker with soup. White people with soup. Mr. All Days Off, McDonald's needs to bring back supersize. I
Oh
don't know
my
about that.
gosh.
Jake Wilson, LOL, Jamar bringing back memories with a Cheez It used to hit as a kid. Cheez It. Cheez Its. That was one of my mom's favorites, even to today. Ballet dancer, Pizza Hut had those bite-sized hot dogs, part of the crust. Oh,
What?
I don't know about this. Although I know they had the stuffed crust, right? That was Pizza Hut. Those were okay, but
The,
hot dogs?
is it Pizza Hut that has the new thing with the French fries? I don't know if y'all know, but they have like a box where you get something like a pizza, and then on the side you can get wings or fries. I don't know
I
because
thought
I saw a commercial. I don't know if it was Pizza Hut, but me and my daughter just look at each other and said fries. Like where did that come from? I don't know. Maybe it was
I
Pizza
thought you
Hut.
were going to say that the box was made out of fries, and I was like,
No.
that's too much. Like oh yeah, the Monopoly game. That was McDonald's had some weird shit, man. Mr. All Days Off. I remember field trips. The kids with the parents with money had grape soda, but me, give me that purple stuff. I feel like this when I go to the store with my great grandmother. Even today, she wants like Sunny D, and I'm like, Mom, that's not real orange juice. I'm
I
like, let
don't
me
know
give
what
you
that
some.
is. Son of the Light? I don't know what that is. And
It's
as a kid, I loved it. When you get older, you're just like, no, this is not this is this even a drink? You
that's
know?
what
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like looking at my mom. I'm like, that's not real juice, Mom. She's like, I don't care. I want it. I'm like, okay, you drink it, Mom. Uh, Dave Chappelle, LOL, for Mr. All Days Off. Jake Wilson, we talked about food, and Jamar got all the answers on trivia last Sunday. That was so fun. Mr. All Days Off, you're a 90s kid if you remember Pizza Hut having Bigfoot. I remember Bigfoot. Ballet dancer, I would only win fries or sandwich with that McDonald's Monopoly game. The angry face. Jake Wilson, oh my God, soda pop. LOL ballet, yes. Boil water for some rice. Mr. All Days Off. Oh yeah, that McDonald's Monopoly game. They retired that for the sexy red meal. I saw people lining up for those. I remember the Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. I was past the kid stage. Mr. All Days Off, says ballet. Mr. All Days Off LOLs with Jake Wilson. LOL Tati, you had to boil water for anything, even tea. And Mr. All Days Off, you had a $7 box personal pan pizza with 4 wings. Mr. All
Oh,
Days
okay.
Off,
So it is them.
personal pan pizza used to hit as a kid. They taste like cardboard as an adult. Any kind of personal pizza is bullshit. Sorry. Those little itty bitty like 6-inch ones, I can't. Ballet dance, unless it's store bought, that's different. Yes, Pizza Hut knew they were wrong for adding
Oh,
fries.
the Giorno brand is the worst pizza, frozen pizza. The
It's really
worst.
hard. I remember the one. It was janky. It just had like the silver silver like cardboard. It was even tinfoil. It was like cardboard that you put on it, and then you put the pizza on it. And I guess it was supposed to make it crispy, but it would just like melt into the cardboard. Oh man,
No,
thinking back
it's
on like
the
how
worst.
bad that had to be for my body.
Absolute worst. It feels like you eating through 2 or 3 layers of dough and they put like a little bit of tomato sauce and cheese on it. Like it's just no, the
I
worst.
keep going and looking at like the frozen foods, but none of it you can put in a toaster oven or like an oven. Like you have to have a microwave, and I don't. I don't have a microwave. So it's really frustrating. Like all these foods, and I'm like, okay, maybe I could do that for my mom or something, but
Oh, you don't have a microwave? Do
no,
you
we
know I
stopped with
tested
a microwave
myself to
a
not
long
have
time
a
ago.
microwave for a long time. I went like close to a year and I was just so proud of myself for some reason. And then I got another one.
Really?
So
But you got the air fryer. You get the air fryer. Fuck that microwave. It's
right,
a
the air
little bit
fryer
longer,
works
but
too. I during this time I was using the grill a lot.
mm.
Um using the grill a lot. So
George Foreman.
what I was trying to do was eat less processed foods. So if I didn't have a microwave to heat them bitches on, so then I wouldn't buy it. And it worked out for a while. But then after a
Mm.
while, just like, oh my gosh, I need a microwave. So I
The
got
only
it.
thing we had microwave for, we had this gigantic one, and we ended up using it just for popcorn. And at some point, it was when those news reports came out about like TV dinners and how the plastic could melt in them. And as a
Mhm.
young, impressionable person, I was just like, that doesn't sound cool. And that was about it. That was about it. Let's see, Kalon, what was your favorite snack growing up? Tati and Leo.
And snacks. That's a good one. I didn't eat a lot of snacks growing up. Um, I didn't really eat a lot of snacks growing up. But if what I would say now, I have gone. I for whatever reason, I really love goldfish, the extra cheddar. I
Mm.
don't know why, but I love it. I really do. Another one that I really like is Ritz cheese crackers. Yeah,
Mm.
those are my two go-to snacks. It's horrible.
Rich
Shouldn't
King
have
Lear.
it, but
Favorite snacks, man. Oh, that's a good question. I really like the Edamons, uh like one of the Edamons, like usually like the
the
strudel that had
chocolate
like
chip cookie.
not the cookie so much. These were like strudels, so like long cakes, and they had like fruit in the middle, and they still have them, like raspberry and stuff like that. And it has like
Oh,
cheese and a fruit, and it's kind of like a long strudel.
I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about. I haven't actually seen those in a while.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive, like $8 for one. I went to
Mm,
buy one, and I just bought it because I had it on something, and then I saw how much it was. That's the last time I got it. I can't. It's too
shit, the
expensive.
price, a high price will make you not want to eat anything ever again.
Oh man, I just took my mom to just get like a little stuff because I want to do a bigger shopping for her like next week, and just the little janky stuff we got was like $50, and I was like, this is stupid.
Right. You go to this grocery store, it's $50. You got like three things in your cart.
It's janky, yeah, literally three four things. I was just like, nah, this is not right
And I'm
right
just
here.
like, what the fuck? I didn't even get anything yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
little frustrating. It's a little frustrating, especially with trying to make sure
You hear
my
that,
mom.
Tony
And
Khan?
anyway,
We can barely
yeah,
get groceries for $50, and you got these pay per views for $50 plus tax.
that's why I can. I'm done with you, Mr. TK. So there you go. And let's see. And Mr. All Days Off, McDonald's probably didn't even print four-way tickets. That was the big prize. Mr. All Days Off, the itty bitty 6-inch ones. I thought we were going with the itty bitty titty committee. I thought you were starting with that. 6-inch ones. We're talking about men apparently. Then that's what she said as well. And Stephen Larry. Hello, Stephen. Now, if you
Hey,
say
Steven.
Sunny D as a drink, you gotta say pause. Oh, unbelievable. With Cow Long. Air fryers for the win. I love mine.
I
Mr.
do
All
too.
Days Off. You know the style that they have that looks like a toaster oven slash I that's the like my next thing. Right now I have kind of like the ninja one with
Oh,
the
have you seen like some kind of $300 toaster on Amazon
mm, that's
with the little smart screen on it or whatever? All you're
they're
doing
a
is
bit
heating
more
up bread. Like
expensive. They're a bit more
what is there?
expensive. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I was dumbfounded when I saw it. I could not believe it. People on TikTok showing these little toasters, and I'm just like, well, the joke's on you for getting a $300 toaster that does the same thing that a $25 toaster can do. Matter of fact, I use the air fryer to toast, and before the air fryer, I used to just put a pan on the stove, heat that bitch up with some butter, and toast my bread.
Mm,
And
that's a
you
very
don't
good way of
you don't
doing
have to
it.
spend $300 on it. I don't know what people are spending money on, to be honest with you.
Well, the thing about being younger is thinking that you need to or want to accumulate stuff, and then by the time you feel like moving around, you realize how just annoying it is having stuff if you actually want to move. You actually want to like move about. Having more things just weighs you down. I
Right?
always
Everybody feel
lived
like they have to have like the refrigerators with the TVs and stuff. Come on.
I always lived like, if I had to move in an hour or two, like could I do it? And like even now, I feel like I do keep to that kind of relative minimalistic being, except for my computers, the fucking computers. If I had to carry these goddamn things around, but anyway, Mr. All Days Off. Pause foods. Men need to eat soft serve ice cream in a cup. Can't be out about licking ice cream cones in public. Pause. Oh, I'm fine with licking ice cream cones all day. Don't let anybody ever make you feel bad about putting ice cream in your mouth. Valley Dancer says, I still have a Boardwalk and Park Place game piece from two different games. Hello, what is this? We're saying Gliz or Finn. Gliz or Finn. G Liz or Finn. Jalis or Finn. You got to tell me what this is. 444. He said hi. Welcome. Please
Hey.
make sure you like and subscribe. It's really a pleasure to have you. Mr. All Days Off. I love that meme where it says, since when did Snickers have veins in them?
What?
LOL pause for the cause. Get up, get down, get yours. Dunkaroos. This is Cow
Oh, they
Long.
still have those Dunkaroos.
Do they really? Capri
Yeah.
Suns,
I've
man.
seen them at Dollar Tree.
I was
Oh,
piss poor
I have a few
occasionally with
boxes
it.
of
You
Capri
ever
Sun here.
you ever put a Capri Sun thing in, but your tension's all wrong, so the juice immediately squirts out and you get yourself a little like squizzle in the face. I've done that too many times with a Capri Sun.
What?
Like you have it a little taut and you try to push it in, but you don't get that like snap in thing. So you try to push it in, and all of a sudden, like it squirts back, and you get it like a
I
little
mean,
face.
I can't tell you the last time I had one of those. I don't know. I buy them for my daughter though.
Still
She likes
having them,
that.
huh? Eh.
They're so expensive. Capri Sun will run you over like $3 at Walmart. For like close to $3, you can get the Kool-Aid,
Was
and
that
I
for
don't really
like a
think that's
pack
many
of
butter.
like how many?
It's 10.
Mm,
It's
just get
10.
the
They used
Kool
to
Aid
be.
drink.
Remember, like around the pandemic, or maybe a little bit before, they used to be like $2. You can easily get those for $2, but now they're over $3.
If I had a fallout shelter, I would say I would get Capri Sun.
Mm.
Entenmann, Louisiana crunch cake was the jam. Oh, yeah, I gotta say, I think Entenmann's were pretty big in my house. They don't taste the same now. It might be growing up or whatever, but Entenmann's just doesn't taste the same. Do you guys like Costco? You mean sexually? No, no, not
I've never been, but there is one near me that I want to go to. I really want to go and check it out. I normally don't buy things in bulk because it's just me and my daughter. And my daughter, I won't say that she's picky, but whatever she likes is she's just gonna always be comfortable with that. She'll try new things, but we just don't keep a lot of food in the house. So normally I do grocery shopping like every 2 weeks, maybe less. Really depends what I'm low on. So that's why I normally don't go to, shows like, I mean, to stores like Costco or what's the other one? BJ's, Sam's Club.
mm.
Yeah,
In
those things wouldn't really work out
Taiwan, we
for
had
me.
Jalafu, Carrefour. You know Carrefour?
No.
Yeah, it's more international, but it's like a one of the big ones. Okay, I'll say K or Eeny Meeny Miny Mo. What was the Capri Sun or Eeny Meeny Mo? I don't know what Eeny Meeny Mo is, other than the counting game. Ballet dancer says you're so crazy. Men need soft ice cream in public. Yes, we do. It's delicious. LOL. I know I'm trolling. And ballet dance and Kyle Long both laugh. Ballet dancers, the Enderman's variety donut pack is still fucking. My mom loves that. That's the one I will go to for her if I don't just get straight glazed. The pound cake loaves are good too. Oh,
Have
that's
anybody actually been to an Intamin store?
a
There
store.
was one in Florida that was not too far from me. They were only work like open like during like breakfast, like brunch hours, and they would have like literally fresh donuts. They would make them right there,
So it's like
and
a
I think
Dunkin'
they
Donuts,
closed like
but
right after the pandemic started. Interesting.
mm, oh, that's very interesting. I would imagine them to have a store. Let's see. Pound cake loaves are good too. I was thinking of pound cake
Mm,
from AEW.
damn.
Fruit by the
What?
foot. Oh, pound cake. You remember? That's the name you gave the other the other security guard. It's a cheesecake and pound
Yeah,
cake.
I know the security guard. Actually, the pound cake one, the pound cake loaves, I remember like every Thanksgiving we used to have those, like as a dessert. Either have that or like a an apple pie or something. I remember eating that.
Mm.
I haven't seen those in a while either.
Pound cakes were one of my mom's favorite, and if it had the raisin, like the raisin loaf, oh man, those were a
Mm-mm.
special treat. Really? Not a raisin fan, huh?
Mm-mm. No, at all. At all.
Kyle Long says fruit by the foot. Mr. All Days Off says pause everything he just said. LOL, I love Jamar. And then Jake Wilson says push it back. I'm thinking of that alien with a big ass again. Ballet dancer. Yes, sometimes the straw goes to the side. The straw, man, like like it's worse when you try to push it in. You don't just scam it, and you just like. Anyway, I watched too much of Cameron's podcast. LOL. Cameron, really? Ballet dancer. I drink the Honest Kid juice sometimes. I don't want to drink too much soda.
Oh
How
my
long?
gosh. I don't know any kid that likes the Honest Kids brand. Tastes like watered down juice. Like completely watered down juice.
How long says yogurt? I didn't know like we had YoPlay here in the U.S. Like in the first time I saw it, Yakult, the little Yakult drinks. The first time I saw that was abroad, and I didn't realize we had them here in the U.S. But big fan, especially for your tummy. Kalong, oh Jamar and Tati, was it pudding snacks? Do they still have those?
I still see them. Is it the one like the I forgot the name
Like
of it. 'Cause
Jello pudding snacks?
the
Bill
Jello
Cosby?
ones. Shit, what's the name of that brand? Because I know I have it in my fridge right now. I buy the sugar-free ones. Oh god, I can't remember. But I still see the pudding ones. Like it's chocolate and vanilla. When I was a
Mm.
kid, I used to like vanilla a lot. I'm not really a fan of chocolate, but I haven't had pudding in a long time.
I got it well, not recently, but fairly recently from my great grandmother. Just one time. It was cute, but it's too much. Those pudding things are just too much. It's just like pure sugar. We just stopped getting those. Pudding snacks, do they still have those? And then the ballet dancer, we used to shop at Costco and get a lot of trouble in there. Gangster Paradise, Mr. All Days Off Whole Foods, where we will take your whole check. uh, Mr. All Days Off Old People Food, or those little caramel candies, candies grannies be having church. My
Oh,
mom like those. She also like the red and white
what's
peppermint
it?
things.
What it's I could see it in my head right now, but I can't think of the what was it?
Tell me, my
Was
granny
this like
had
a
a bunch
strawberry
of
and
them.
cream thing you're talking about?
Let's see. The caramel. Well, the one I think about is the one that has the white in the middle with the caramel thing on the outside. That was one type. I remember a strawberry
Mm.
one that had like it was like a harder candy. It wasn't as soft, and like
The
that had
strawberry and
strawberry
white?
inside. It had like the paper was like very colorful. I think the outside had red with very white flecks. The
I am
top
picturing
itself,
something, but I don't know if it's the same thing you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
God,
But I
my
know what Mr. All Days Off is talking about. And also, the grannies always have the one that the strawberry flavored one. It's like in a red wrapper that's literally that look like a strawberry and then the top of it is green. I don't
yes,
know. You
yeah,
never
yeah.
see those bitches at the store, but grandma always have a purse full of them. Where do you get that from? I've never seen those at the store.
This got to be like a old person's store somewhere. Like oh, like the what's it? The Magical Negroes shop, something like that. There's just like an old store, like older magical Negroes making candies like that. Ballet dancer says we had an Entenmann's outlet here. Oh, but they closed years ago. That's so interesting to me. I never thought of them as such. Minter All Days Off. Pound Cake Jones is a good wrestling name for a black guy. That's a poor name. Justin Milo, Jamar explodes like Warhead's candy when Jericho was on the show. Fuck
You ever
Jericho.
had one of those? They're sour for like 2 seconds and that's it.
I'm a
That's
sour
literally it.
guy, as in I like sour, but no, I don't remember Warheads too much. Of course, like what was the stupid one? You remember the candy that was like a ring that you could wear on your finger? You like
Ring
suck
pop?
on it. Yeah, ring a ring pop, fruity
I
fruit
don't even know if they
flavor.
make those still.
I can't imagine. That's just like carrying candy on your finger.
Yeah,
That's not a.
very yeah, not sanitary. But I don't even know I don't even know if they make those still, to be honest with you. I've
Oh,
never
they
been
better
huge
not.
on candy, to be honest. Like not really a candy person.
If you
Literally
had
went silent
a,
for a few seconds.
was there any like anything candy that like you really wanted to eat as a kid but you didn't, or like you had a taste for, like a Trix, Kit Kat,
Um,
Three Musketeers? I did not like
no,
anything
there.
like an Almond Joy. Oh, fuck that.
Oh,
Or Baby
anything with
Ruth.
coconut in it? No way.
Oh
No
no,
way.
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no, no, no.
no, no.
No, I
Mm-mm.
don't know how people enjoy coconut in
I don't
anything,
know
let
either.
alone candy. Oh,
Ugh,
that's a bad day
gross.
for me. If I see something and I'm like, oh goody, there's some
Mm-mm.
candy, and I pop it in my mouth and I get if I get that, done. Whole day. Don't want to eat anything else. I don't want to be. Don't touch me. Don't come to me. Don't anything with me. Trying to
Oh, so I
mess me
think it
up
was
with coconut.
Monday, or
Oh,
Tuesday. My daughter came home, right, with a lollipop, and she said, "Mom, I don't understand why they would give me this lollipop." And I was like, "Well, what's wrong with it?" It's a lollipop that's mango flavored, but it has like hot spice on it. And I guess she thought they were being like not necessarily racist, but figured, well, if you're Mexican, you like this shit. So she was just like, I don't like this. Why are you giving it to me? She was really upset about it. She was really upset about it. It's sitting on my counter right now. I'm curious about it, but I don't know if I want to taste it. I
that
don't know
would
if
be
it's my
like
thing.
looking at a bunch of Spanish kids and being like, "Oh, you guys must like Takis." Like, okay, like,
Oh
damn.
my god. Oh, I've actually tried those and I don't get the hype. I don't. It's not I don't get it. I do like hot chips though. Hot fries, Chester hot fries are the best. And the
That
Funyun, the hot Funyuns, oh, so good.
the woman
So
that I
good.
went on a date with, we watched the Resident Evil. She's from Mexico, and she really liked hot stuff. So we got chips, and there was like a jalapeno one and another fiery one that was pretty good. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. For her as well, she was talking about Takis. I was shocked. My local restaurant, grocery store actually has Takis.
Not a
My
fan. I
my
tried it.
students
Which one?
in Texas.
Oh, well, actually, I tried the blue one. I don't know if that's the hottest one or something like that, but the blue one's the one I keep seeing a lot of people try. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. So I bought like a really small mini bag. I don't even know where I get it from. And I was just like, oh no, I couldn't even eat a whole one. I was just like, what is this? I don't like it.
Let's keep going. So Whole Foods prices are crazy. I used to shop there to get a burger, but they switched things up. Mr. All Days Off says Whole Foods hot food macaroni is great if you ever had it. To BD, Mr. All Days Off, but can't afford it often.
Is it
Valley
that
Dancer
expensive?
says, I gotta imagine. Let's see, snack pack pudding, Jamar and
Oh,
Tati
that's
says,
the one. Snack pack. I buy the sugar-free Jellos. Oh my gosh, the orange one is my favorite. I love it.
Ballet Dancer says Hunt's Pudding too. With
Oh, I
Justin
haven't seen
Miller
that one in a
says
while.
LOL Ballet, yes. Cream Savers says Ballet.
Oh, that's it. Cream savers. Uh-huh.
Jamar
They
said
still
Gangster
make that.
Paradise. I'm shocked at all of these things that we're talking about that they're still being made. Jamar said Gangster Paradise Man, Rip to Coolio, Fantastic Voyage, Do Let's Get Funky.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but I was shocked to see this at Walmart the other day. Wonder Ball. Does anybody remember Wonder Ball? It's a box. I think it's from Disney or something. It's a box. You open up the box and it's wrapped up in this foil. You open it up and you got a round thing of chocolate. You open it and there's like candy and little prizes in the box. Or am I tripping? Nobody remembers Wonder Ball?
I know Wonder Boy from Tenacious D. Wonder
I'm gonna look
Boy
him up.
Young and Young something man. No. Or I know those silly balls. You remember those really crazy round balls that were like uber rubbery and like you threw them and they would just bounce all over the place. That's a kid thing. Let's see, Justin Miller. Oh, we read this one. Just Miller says Kool-Aid. Mr. All Days Off. Oh yeah, that's a vintage candy, red strawberry Christmas wrapping candy. That's a classic one. You're right. That's hard to find
Mm-hmm.
too. Mr. All Days Off. My parents like oatmeal cream pies and Vienna sausages together. Like
I do
as
not like the oatmeal
a
cream pies.
sandwich.
I know.
Cream pies
Gross.
as well. Not a big fan. They sell those at Dollar Tree. Although there is a cream pie that I used to get that's like Japanese. I can't think of the name right now, but those are good. Kyle Long, LOL, Mr. All Days Off. Mr. All Days Off. I legit saw a kid drop his ring pop and put it back in his mouth and continued riding his bike. 90s was fucking
Mm-mm.
wild west, man.
Hmm.
And families, yeah, they'd be like, that's okay. Kyle Long says Chipsos. Ballet dances. My parents brought us the Little Debbie oatmeal pies and Nutty Buddy.
The best one that Little Debbie have. I'm not a fan of chocolate, but I wouldn't mind having this like once in a while. The
Mm.
Star Crunch.
Don't know.
What? You don't know Star Crunch?
Don't think so. No.
Maybe you have to. Maybe if you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about.
They
You
have
used to
Little
get those. You
Debbie
used
at my
to get all
store.
those little Debbie snacks for 25 cents, and then now I don't even know what they cost just to get them individually.
What is it
I
called?
remember like last year Valentine's Little Debbie had this. I don't know if it was new, but it was like a Valentine type of cookie thing that kind of looked like it was pretty much a zebra cookie, or zebra cake. I mean, and for one of them was $3 in an individual pack, and it's the same size as the zebra cake. So a really small thing for $3, and I was like, oh hell no, I don't
Mm.
think so.
Zebra case. That's another one.
Yeah,
These don't look appealing to me. I'm sorry.
Star Crunch is not bad.
Oh,
I don't mind
really?
those.
I wouldn't mind trying this. It just
They're
doesn't.
I don't like their honey bun though. I think their honey bun is a little too much. A little too much. I prefer the off brand because they don't put too much of the glaze on it.
Not a
Those
fan
off
of the
brand,
glaze, huh?
yeah, that's what it is. I think Little Debbie's put too much glaze on it, and it just feel like you eating this thing of sugar. Really, so I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I can see how they have like homemade recipes. Always very interesting. Mr. All Days Off. Remember the 5 second rule? It's not real, people. There's no such thing. And kiss it up to God. I already know that one. And continue eating a dropped food item. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. How long? LOL. Yes, Mr. All Days Off. If you see spilled milk on the table, you better drink it. Julius on Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh my gosh, I love that show.
I remember that episode. Ballet dances. Do you all remember the flat charm pop? Not the charms blow pops. They were popular in early 80s. Flat charms pop.
I don't think so. No,
Were they like a half pop? They just flat?
I
I
guess
don't
it
think so.
wasn't like round like the blow pop.
Oh. Oh, just flat in which they were like not round. They were just kind of like round circle ones. Yeah, I remember those.
I like the charmed ones. I used to like the green apple one. I think a lot of people would say the same about the green apple or either the cherry one.
They have a blue one. I don't know if I cared about blue back then. Now that would be mine. Mr. All Days Off, Mom, can we go to McDonald's? Do you have McDonald's money?
Always a response.
Mr. All Days Off, anyone eat those microwavable pork rinds? Oh, it's the same as a
What?
popcorn bag, but it just pops pork rinds. My
Never
friend
heard of that.
Javier Castro ate pork rinds, but my great grandmother considered pork as the food of the devil, so we never ate those. You can find the cream savers at Five Below. They were popular in the early 90s.
Okay.
They're all days off, says LOL, not together. I hope not, sir. Not to judge, not to judge. Kyle Long says
We
LOL, the
just got one
ballet.
of those Five Belows not too far from me, and I went there like twice with my daughter. She just walks around the store. and seems amazed by everything and then leaves. And I'm just like, you don't want anything? He's like, oh, no, I don't see what I like. But you just literally look like you were at, like you won $1 million and you were at the freaking toy store or something. But she doesn't want anything. I don't know.
Kids, man. How long Chris going ahead to clean toilet seat disgusting? Mr. All Days Off. LOL. Everybody loves Chris was a good show. Mr. All Days Off. Oh damn, my friends
Mm-hmm.
love Star Crunch. My fave Little Debbie is zebra cakes or strawberry shortcakes ones. I've
I
seen
never
the
tried a strawberry.
I'm going to go and see if they have the Star Crunch. I know they have zebra cakes at my store. There's a section that's Little Debbie. I can see it in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Is the one place where I can still get Fig Newtons. Fig Newtons I really liked as a kid as well. Don't know why.
No, not for
Yeah,
me. Mm-mm.
they're kind of like healthy cookies, so I was like, okay. Ballet Dancer says micro magic foods in the late 80s. You could microwave a milkshake.
What?
Oh, I feel like I know that. I don't know why. Ballet dancers, I remember Star Crunch. Mr. Holidays Off. Did y'all have an ice cream man that drove in y'all? Oh, hey, and did you
Yeah.
know that song is racist as fuck? It's called "Nigger Pick the Cotton."
What?
That song, the classic, that's classic, like Mr. Softy's song that we heard in New York, is based off of
Mhm.
a very very racist song. The tune itself is like
Mm.
"Nigger Pick the Cotton," something like that.
Oh
What was
Lord,
it? Ice Cream Man song racist. Let's try that.
that's very interesting.
Oh, it's crazy. How did we grow up listening to a song that was built around that? Like, if you don't believe that racism is built into the fabric of our system, we listen to a song that is it's hard to explain. And then, like, to go back and understand that as an adult, it just fucks with your head. Oh, the song was called "Nigger Loves a Watermelon." Ha 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 ha. It's a
Oh,
literal song. It's a literal song. Like, "Nigger loves a watermelon." Ha ha ha. Ding 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 ding. It's the ice
that is
cream song, truck
interesting.
song. Fucked up.
Didn't know that.
I know. I know. I did not know this fucking shit until I was an adult. I was like freaking out about this. This is an article from 2020. Makes sense. When I was in Taiwan, it started hitting. Fucking ice cream truck song, man. Oh, anyway. I just saw the ice cream truck man just yesterday, by the way. So, Cow Long, yes, I remember that ballet. Oh, they used to have recordings of the song. If you ever are curious, that "Nigger Loves a Cotton"
Hmm.
thing is ridiculous to hear it. How long? Kids don't want ice cream from a truck now. They think we got cooties or wash hands. Uh, yeah. Mr. All Days Off, LOL. None of the headphones really work at Five Below, but I could be wrong.
None, none. And if you're buying headphones from Dollar Tree,
Just
I don't know
don't.
what to tell you.
Just
I don't
don't.
know what to tell you.
Kyle Long, LOL Jamar. Just one funny episode you like on Everybody Hates Chris and Tati. Oh,
That's hard to say. There was a lot of great ones. I think for me, I there was something, obviously being from New York, the show was nostalgic for me in a lot of ways. Um, but man, the dad, Julius, I feel like I learned so much. Like watching it when I was younger, it's funny. Watching it as an adult, you're just like, let me get my pen and paper and take some tips. Like for real, for real. It hits different. Like a lot of shows and a lot of things hit different when you watch it versus when you were younger and to now, and see like how many of that stuff really applies to what's going on in your life right now. And it's so different. It's so
my
different. I
favorite.
vaguely remember one with the church hat. It was an episode about church hat. Where the hats were I don't know, like everybody in the church was trying to have better hats than the others, bigger, better hats. I can't remember which one this was, but I thought it was wild, absolutely wild. And that's something that is in a black community where it's like
Mm.
there's always a competition, not just fashion, but the hats. You got to have the best hats in the church.
Especially at church, which I didn't actually particularly enjoy as a young man. But for me, like I can't think of any particular scene, but my favorite stuff was him at school. A similar thing, like seeing him in a black school, but it was mixed and going through all that stuff. Like I always really liked that because it reminded me of my schools
Oh, and
and
the teacher, I wouldn't even say borderline racist. Like she was fucking racist. Like she
yeah,
wasn't even trying to hide it or,
didn't
give
need to.
subliminal
Yeah.
messages. Like it was there. Absolutely there, which is crazy to me.
Oh, everybody hates pictures. That was another good one. All right. Sorry, still wheeling. Every time I get triggered by the like fucking racist ice creams, like that just kills me. As a kid, like having to be raised up on a song that had this kind of it's still such bullshit. Let's see. Belly Dancer, we had the Good Humor Man and Mr. Softy way back in the day. Mr. Softy, definitely. Mr. All Days Off Toddy had an easy bake oven as a kid. Did
No,
you?
no, but I did get my daughter one. She used it one time.
They
One
get a
time.
toaster. Like it seems like you can just buy people toasters now and be
One
like,
time,
here.
but she loves the air fryer though. She loves the air fryer.
It's a good thing, man. Good thing. All my heated up food. Callum, my favorite one is when the family went to Easter Day for church. Rochelle dancing. Oh,
I
I gotta
wonder if that's
remember
the
that
same
one.
episode I'm talking about with the hats.
Sounds like it, right? Mr. All Days Off. Yeah, I know the background from the ice cream jingle. Lyle didn't know it was a kid, though. I don't think anybody did. I hate that white man's ice cream, then drove off with my money with a racist tune blasting.
Oh my god.
Nigger loves a watermelon. That's the name of the fucking song. Oh, we have a
Oh,
jingle of
I
an ice
almost
cream
blew
truck.
up my microwave the other day with
Tinfoil?
heating up popcorn.
Oh, what happened?
I guess I put it too long. I didn't know 3 minutes was too long. The bag said 3 minutes.
I shouldn't like the bag should know better. You should know better,
Yeah.
bag.
I shouldn't have took it for what it said. I should have just did, I don't know, like 2 minutes and see how it went. Yeah.
They are scary. So Mr. All Days Off says, I ate that white man's ice cream. I hope. I hope it's just ice cream. Ballet Desert says I had an easy pick up and back in the day. I don't care for the new ones. Carlos says True Jamar. Mr. All Days Off. Yep, that's the exact tune he played. Ballet Dances, you have to be careful with some items from Five Below. What is Five
It's
Below?
cheap shit. It's like
Sounds like a boy band.
slight like a slightly it's like a lot of toys, a lot of stuff that would appeal to younger people. A lot of cheap shit though. A
Okay.
lot.
Sounds
I don't think you'll find anything you would actually want there.
so it's not like a hot topic.
Oh no. No, they do have t-shirts though. You might find a t-shirt you might like, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much
Okay.
it. They have a lot of candy and snacks too. And some stuff from like snacks and stuff from Japan too. You'll find there too. That if you're interested in that type of stuff.
Oh, I'm okay. Living in Flushing, I got Japanese stuff for days recently. Mr. All Days Off says they got a robotic Chick-fil-A truck now for these new kids.
Mm-mm.
Cal
Mm-mm.
Long says Julia's is my favorite character. Caused I understand we need to save money to feed your family. He was a pragmatic person, man. He knew. Mr. All Days Off, what's that 90s candy with a big white stick that you dipped in pink sugar?
Oh my god. It was like in a green bag, right? I know what you're talking
I don't remember
about.
if it was green. I just remember the stick and the sugar.
Right.
It's
I
like
know.
pixie sticks,
It had
but
it
like
had like it had like two different flavors in one bag.
Mm.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called though. I think they still have that.
I remember one time sniffing, I guess snorting, like
Oh,
sugar like
Ballet
that.
Dancer said it. Fun
Oh, it was
dip.
disgusting. Fun dip.
I think they might still have that. I don't know.
And remember Pop Rocks and the soda urban myth that it would explode in your mouth?
Yeah.
How
Mm,
long Mother Day episode when Chris gave mom a fake cologne? Vucci? What's Vucci? Fake cologne.
Probably the brand.
Ah, Fun dip at Mr. Adale. The white stick was hard as hell. Yes. Mr. Oh, wait. Oh, you remember? Oh, this was not a good candy. On a piece of paper, there was just dots, and you had to peel them off. But more times than not, you peeled off the white paper as well. So you're eating candy and paper. That was some
What?
shit. It was just like candy, and then I forgot what colors, but they were like little pieces of sugar put on the paper, and you had to pull the sugar candy off of the paper, but it would just rip the paper.
I'm not sure if I know.
Trash. It was just I imagine it was called something like
There
dots.
there was a candy that I would make exceptions to. I don't know if anybody had it. Nerds rope.
Not rope, but I love nerds. Fuck me, I love
Yeah. So
nerds.
there's a nerds rope where it's like like gummy, like what you use like to make the gummy bears, but it's just a long rope of it, and then they have the nerds rope on it. It's good. It's good. I haven't had that in years.
Oh,
I think they probably still
interesting.
have that.
They do because, or at least there are some brands of like marijuana edibles that are called like ropes, and it's just like that. They have the
Oh, okay.
ropes with the nerds on it, and like they're like super strong THC. So they're using that kind of like old stuff, the candies that we remember, to kind of like make these new packages for people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Mr. All Days All said, "What did you even get at the ice cream man truck, Jamar? I got the great white shark popsicle. If I was with my friend Javier, we used to get the popsicle sticks because you could break them in two and share them. And if
Mm-hmm.
it was just me, the like not great white shark popsicle, but like the long one that was blue, but had like red and white on the inside. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a pop. I think it had red on top, white, and then blue, and then like inside it also had like a red, white, and blue thing.
Kind of sounds familiar. Sound like something I saw like in a freezer aisle the other day.
You can still probably get those. I feel like they're just called like
Something.
fireworks.
It probably is. It sounds like
Yeah,
something. I
yeah.
think I think you might be right.
What about you? What did you get?
I just
Or
always got
soft serve?
corn.
Yeah,
Soft
or
serve.
soft serve. Like half and
Yeah,
halves were nice.
those were my
Uh,
go-to.
ballet dancers. What was your favorite one? Yeah, I'm curious about that one. It's all day off. Well, that's it. Actually, everybody, please like, subscribe. And what was your favorite ice cream from that racist fucking ice cream truck? And interesting. They New York City, they either banned it at one point or like they try to get a new theme song once they realized like how the old one was. So that's where you got some of those like hip hop ones or like these
Right.
new
There's
styles.
different ones. I remember start hearing different types of tones, but you knew it was the ice cream truck.
Mm. I like some of the hip hop ones. Those are fun. And some of them are like if you go on YouTube, there are some that are a response to finding out about that song. Like there
Hmm.
was a push to kind of like deal with that. Mr. All Days Off, I'm not sure if you can even eat the white stick. That sounds inappropriate. Justin Miller, the teacher was racist on Everybody Hates Chris. Well, black guy loves hip hop. Mr. All Days Off, LOL. The heating time is based off of your microwave watts. I thought everybody just presses the 36 button over and over. Uh, Justin Miller, it's just related as a kid in childhood. Mr. All Days Off, LOL. Yeah, I earned that pause. the the hard stick one. Kyle from the ice cream truck. Jumbo Jet Star. Oh, was that it? That sounds like it. Banana bullet ice cream sandwich and the strawberry shortcake. Jumbo Jet Star. Mr.
Banana
All Days Off
bullet sounds
says,
familiar.
I do Jumbo Jet Star and I get a roller coaster.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. The Jumbo Jet Star. Red on the top, white in the middle, blue on the bottom. Thank you, ballet dancer. What the F? I would not have remembered that for the life of me. Mr. All Days Off, I go to Five Below to get candy before I go to the movie theaters.
Dollar Tree got the movie theater candy too.
Ballet dancer, they have a lot of snacks. Mr. All Days Off does movie theaters even pat you down to see if you're sneaking in candy or weapons. They don't in my
No, they
area.
over it.
Yeah,
They
I never
over it.
understood that. Like, you are not getting paid enough to worry about my shit, sir. Like,
Right. That
oh
overpriced
my
shit that they
god.
got over there,
Yeah,
it's
just worry
crazy.
about like my ticket, and that's all you need to worry about. You shouldn't even worry if I'm sneaking into a second theater because really, have you seen these prices?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, ballet dancer, we had the candy jewelry and bubblegum cigarettes in the 80s. You remember those fucking cigarettes? Blowing out stupid things thinking you're cool. Justin Miller, let's not sleep on the Bernie Mac show. No. LOL
Oh, that's
Jordan,
a great
always a
show.
troublemaker. Justin Miller, yes, ballet, candy, and jewelry. Mr. All Days Off. Oh yeah, I remember the candy cigarettes, and I had nerd ropes. Ballet dancer. The candy was terrible, but we kept buying it at Justin. Justin Miller, boo bling. Ballet dancer. They don't really check you anymore, Mr. All Days Off. With Mr. All Days Off saying torpedo popsicle in the USA colors. That's how I would describe it. Mr. All Days Off. That's what it's called or something. Justin Miller, Jamar Tati. Any favorite Halloween candy as a kid? Mine is butterscotch. Reese's Pieces. Reese's
Mm.
Pieces cups. Not like the whole big thing, just like the
Ugh.
little cups.
No, not really
No?
too much of a fan of like peanut butter. Well, I don't
I'm
know.
not a fan of peanut butter.
I'm not really a candy person, so I can't answer about the um Halloween candy. But one time, my daughter got shit. What's that thing called? Rice Krispie treats, and I was like,
Mm.
oh, this is different. Whoever had that had money to put this in here. So yeah, that I like.
You didn't have white friends to make that families to make that with when you were younger?
What? No.
That was like I had a few white family friends and like Rice Krispie treats were like, we'd like sleep over
I
or
didn't
do
know that was a
something.
thing that people like make as a family
Mm.
at home. I just always got them from the store. It wasn't until like my maybe late teens or early 20s is when I was just like, oh, people do this at home?
I was
Interesting.
shocked that they had them as treats from the store. Like uh I think we might have had some kind of like very low rent type version that was in just like a straight white plastic, but I do
Mhm.
not remember Rice Krispie treats like they have them now. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Mm. Or Thin Mints. My mom liked those. Ballet dancers, they call it the bomb pop. Mr. All Days Off. Oh yeah, that's it. Mr. All Days Off. Remember the chocolate eclair or declair from the ice cream truck? Eclair. Ballet dancers, I have to get some flavor ice for the summer. Like the Italian ices, man.
Oh yeah.
New York City, we are the town for those. Cow Long. Oh man, those ices.
I
I
don't
what I
think I
love to
got some the
do,
last time I went.
what I love doing is I would flip them over because on the bottom had that hard icy kind of like melted, not melted, but it's like the hard ice kind of like
Mhm.
congealed part. Oh, and I would eat it from the bottom down, basically. Oh, so good. Cow Long, yeah, Jamar speaking my language. Cow Long, can I get 2 scoops of ice cream with the toppings? Mr. All Days Off, Rita's Italian Ice is a summer staple. Get Oh, no worries. And Mr. All Days Off, I can't believe I'm the old guy who goes to the amusement park now just for the food. How long, Jamar? What about the ones where the baseball used to eat on the Santa lot? I don't think I remember that one so much. How long? I don't eat too much sugar, but as a kid, yeah. I gotta watch sugar myself. Ballet dancers, Rita Italian Ice was so good. You could eat a little and flip it upside down for the sweet side. Mr. All Days Off, LOL, hell yeah. Now I'm workout, eat salad, drink water, but here and there's a nice little snack. I want to get into that. I need to be better with my eating. LOL,
I,
ballet
you know,
dancer.
I don't know. So I saw a video of putting lettuce, wrapping it in foil so that it could last longer. It kind of works, but not the. So it prolongs it, but it's still not the best. I don't know. I don't know because I've been
What's
trying to
the
eat more salads.
oh
So I just buy like different types of meats to have with lettuce. And when I saw that video, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try it. And it's just like not what I
not so
thought. So
much.
literally, you have to buy lettuce like every few days, pretty much.
Mm,
It's
and I
annoying.
like I'm more of a my mom likes the head of lettuce, but I started getting to I guess romaine. So like you
Mm,
have to chop it and make sure you get it before it kind of like gets like the sliminess on top of it and like yeah, and it's annoying because I don't always want to prepare salads, and I make my own salad dressing because
oh, that's interesting.
it's quicker and like you just like honey mustard is one of my favorites and vinaigrettes, and they're very easy to make, and
Hmm.
they're like you start realizing they're just a bit better than the bottle stuff because they still put preservatives to keep them into the bottle so they don't go bad.
Yeah.
Because if I make it, it only lasts for 2 or 3 days. So I have to make enough just for the salad, no more, because it goes back. It's like mayonnaise, mustard, and honey with a little lemon
Mm.
juice. So it goes bad fairly quickly. So you just got to eat it quickly. Kyle Long says, "LOL, the ballet dancer." Mr. All Days Off. How many scoops of sugar did y'all add to make a Kool-Aid pitcher? Kyle Long, Tati going repackage Hook as the choke pop. I would like to see somebody come out as a Kool-Aid man and try to wrestle as that one day.
Kool-Aid
Yeah.
Man.
Like have the front that wall be like a door, big wall, and just break through like hey,
Oh
hey,
my
hey.
god.
If you're gonna do a joke match, that's what I want to see.
They just do like
Uh
like a Halloween episode. People just wear costumes. You remember the lead did the Ghostbuster
one of my
thing?
favorite things, and I was still very new to it all. And when they had the guy come out as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but it was Hangman all
Yes.
along. Oh, that was so good. And they're all in the ring and stuff like that. And then like who was that? Oh who is their guy that we don't see? Oh, Brandon Cutler. He was like all taped up in the back and shit.
Oh yeah, that was a good moment. That was a good one. It was fun. They should do stuff like this more often. I don't think I'm not gonna say Halloween will fall on a Wednesday or a Saturday or whatever, but they should do like a Halloween thing and people just dress up. That'll be fun.
They
I would do
missed
that.
out because that I remember Abaddon had their big match with Britt Baker, and it was one of those like, oh well, Britt's got to win, but how does Britt win in this? And it was a
Hmm.
good match. That was a fun match, and it was one of the times that I got to see Abaddon on like Dynamite. Okay. I kept wondering if they were gonna do that, bring Abaddon back for Halloween, and then they just didn't do anything for Halloween, and I was just like
They did that
missed
last year.
opportunity. Mm. Let's see. So all days off says LOL to the choke pop, but ballet dancer says don't drop the little stick. You were ass out. Kowloon bomb pop. I'm used that as my name as a wrestler. Again, also good porno names. Rest of the names, porno names. They go hand in hand. Ballet dancers laughing at Kyle. Mr. All Days Off. I never like cotton candy. It's trash.
I don't understand cotton candy. Mm-mm.
Reminds me too much of my people picking cotton.
Oh,
Anyone?
fuck.
Hey, no. Sorry, but anyone remember the Cotton Comes to Harlem?
What?
That was like an old like I don't know if that's an exploitation flick, but it's an old black flick, like black flick. Cotton Comes to Harlem. I
No,
don't
doesn't
know
sound familiar.
if anybody remembers that one out there. How long, Tati? You remember? I feel like Red Fox was in that for some reason. Tati, you remember the scene where the baseball player on Sandala ate something but then vomit after an amusement? Wasn't that's
I don't.
Sandalot? Wasn't that Stand By Me? Oh, I
No,
guess not. On
the
Stand By Me is where
Sandlot.
they ate the pies.
I don't remember. No, I don't remember what they were eating on that one.
I feel like I gotta watch the Sandalite. It's been too long since I last seen it. Mr. All Days Off, lettuce like that one day in the fridge. Lasts only one day in the fridge.
Yeah.
Very true. Very fucking true. Mr. All Days Off, but they said iceberg is a waste of time and has to be like dark green, like kale or spinach. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah. Very light green stuff.
I like kale and spinach with my eggs.
Spinach is good on a lot of things. I like spinach pizza.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think it would be
It's
bad though.
it's good. It's
Oh, with
good.
Alfredo pizza, like with spinach, or like just like regular cheese pizza.
Just from what I think about, it's like spinach pizza, and then what is the cheese? I feel like sometimes it can be different, but typically it's just It's like a slightly different cheese on it. I think. I think they do use something different. Kyle Long says Chief Chef Chief. Ballet dancers, New Jersey says the spring mix is supposed to be healthier for you. Oh, and I also for seasoning started using what is the no salt stuff? Dash.
Oh,
Like
Mrs. Dash.
my great grandmother was going fucking crazy with salt in her food, and she was like her feet were swelling up, and I didn't know what was going
Oh
on.
no.
And then one day she like made a dish, and it was around a time where she kept like arguing about the food, and like I tasted it, and it was the saltiest shit I've ever tasted. I watered
Damn.
it down like 3 times, and it was still salty. And I'm like, Mom, you can't do this anymore. So I threw out all the old spices, and I went to Dash. She's still angry. She's still fucking angry. Mr. All Days Off. Only good thing TNA ever did was a turkey suit match. I watched that each year for a while to get hyped for Thanksgiving. Okay, for a while.
Matches
TNA's done
like
some
for
good stuff.
Thanksgiving.
My name is Thong Breaker.
Lord.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this like the NXT parody? The NXXXT? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Dancer Y. All Days Off. Now I'm just gonna think of Thong Breaker when he comes out now. How long? Oh, I got it. Jamar kids used to eat licorice and bacon bite in the 70s, but they was known as tobacco. Licorice and bacon bites.
Licorice. That's Twizzlers, right?
I never was a big fan of Twizzlers.
Yeah, me either. I had a dog named Licorice. He was a Chow Chow. You know, Chow Chow's got the black tongue, so we used to call her Licorice. That's cute.
Why do I feel? Oh, those little doggies. You're a Chow Chow, really?
Yeah, we're cute.
Was this when you were younger? Aren't they fairly big?
Yeah, I was a teenager. Yep, they're considered aggressive dogs.
Really?
I've never seen that. Never seen that.
Oh, and the black tongue. They're adorably ugly.
What? Adorably ugly.
Like you can't call them ugly because they're just too cute, but they're not like just cute because they're just like I don't know. But they're very. I would appreciate seeing a dog like this. I remember. I thought these were popular more in Asia than here in the U.S.
Yeah, they are Asian dogs.
Hmm. Let's see. LOL Jamar said, "Hey, hey, Albert. Oh, hello, Richard Martinez and Mr. All Days Off. I had a white friend who used to always suck on chew. Is that what it is? I never understood it. I don't know. Like those chewing things, and it was never a big
Oh,
thing
the
for me.
tobacco.
Or even like
Yeah.
the Twizzlers or like rawhide. I don't know. People were into like jerky. Not wasn't a
Oh,
big
I
thing.
like jerky. I don't buy them often, but I don't mind.
Were you into pork rinds at all?
Never.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
My
Mm-mm. Never even
Ecuadorian
tried
friend
it.
Javier Castro loved pork rinds.
It just doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in. I mean, it could probably taste good.
My South American friends enjoy that, but it was never something I got into. Richard Martinez, hey Toddy, sup Jamar. Hey Richard Martinez,
Hey.
don't forget like and sub. Oh, you've already subscribed, I'm sure. Just make sure you hit the like. Mr. All Days Off says chewing tobacco. Not a me thing. The only time I really saw chewing tobacco was like baseball players. For whatever the reason, those Lenny Dykstra on the Mets back in the 80s, 90s. He fucking loved that stuff. Just
First
chewing
person
was
I saw do it was Bay. Undertaker
really well makes
used to do it
sense.
on the show.
Makes sense, yeah.
And
And then
he spit it out. And I remember that one episode where he dumped it on William Regal's head. It was just ugh. And another time where he spit it on Deborah's breast. Oh man, she was not happy about that.
oh
And Stone Cold Steve
man.
Austin was being a pussy and not even making a big deal about it. Like he didn't even care. I loved when Austin was heel Austin. He was so funny. You couldn't hate him. I don't know. Really cool dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Austin was very funny as a heel. And we talked a little bit earlier about the Undertaker spitting out his tobacco and the guy from ECW drinking it down. Oh god, it was so disgusting. Tommy Dreamer, that's right. Disgusting. What a horrible gimmick. Richard Martinez, hey ballet. Richard, also the sub Mr. All Day Off. And Mr. All Day Off says a sub to Rich. Richard Martinez says that's what they ate on the Sandalot movie. Mr. All Days Off says Starburst had a licorice brand, but it's discontinued. Cheese nips are gone too. I like Starburst. Those were good. Not Cheez Its. M&M's were also pretty good. Kyle Long laughing. Ballet says hey to Richard. Richard says jerky. Jerky boys. They were funny. If you like that. Mr. All Days Off, I remember getting a Slim Jim simply because Macho Man advertised it, thinking, why would Randy like these nasty shit as a kid? That's what I meant, Jamar, chewing tobacco. What the kids did on the Sandalot movie. Oh, I gotta rewatch it, Kyle. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm missing it. Kyle says they used to not tell us to eat that, but now I know. Okay.
All right, we have made it to the end of the comments and almost what? How much time is that? 5 hours or something? I can't see.
10
So
minutes
you
from six
guys,
hours. Wow.
we will be back tomorrow with
Thank you
Ring
very
of
much,
Honor.
everybody.
Y'all be keeping us up like as if we're not gonna be back here tomorrow. Um, tomorrow, Ring of Honor. You guys know the drill. It's probably not gonna be all that, but we'll be here. We'll be here, and then we'll also be
That's
here. Well, Jamar, I don't know. He said he's not gonna do the WWE stuff, but Collision Saturday, then Sunday, uh, Double or Nothing. But I'll be here for WWE PLE on Saturday. So we'll be back tomorrow. And until then, you guys can keep your comments and bring it back on tomorrow. And if y'all didn't see that little trailer I put on earlier with that alien with the BBL,
oh
go check it out. It's
yes.
it's good. That's good. But
Having
guys,
to
we'll
watch
see you
an alien be
tomorrow.
put on a couch. Yes, it's a lot.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.